Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Do you feel good today? I hope you do. It's a brand new, beautiful day. My name is Graham Richards. You are dialed into Expresso, and we are dialed into you. Thank you so much for joining us for what has been an inspirational and informative. It's been the most amazing, enjoyable week, and hopefully we've infused you with that positive energy. Can I
please
join me?
Yes,
good morning, Sunshine.
Welcome to your Friday. Oh, we've
Yay.
been waiting for it the whole week. I think this entire week has felt pretty long. We started on Monday.
Even the way you said it.
Pretty long. Like on Monday already we're going, Monday, Tuesday, just chasing the yay, but today is the actual real yay. Welcome to Friday. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's going to be so much fun. It's so jam-packed today. It is a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 takeover.
I take over my life. Samsung, take over
I think
my life
they can take over my life, but also take every rand in my bank account as well. It's worth every single cent.
It's insanely incredible how far the tech has come. We've obviously walked a beautiful journey with Samsung. We've been able to see each little quantum, and I say little, quantum leap forward actually in the tech that's available, that is now available in our handsets is mind-blowing, and it all comes to bear in the Note 10. It really is one of the coolest phones out there.
Really is.
I mean, we're going to try to unpack as much of it as possible.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky enough to be one of those unpacking one yourself, I think you'll feel our same enthusiasm. But stay tuned, because we're going to blow your mind with some incredible features this morning. So
we
it's going
are
to be cool.
also going to be giving one away, which is even more exciting. Speaking of cell phones and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, it got me thinking. I was reading up on it yesterday, and one of the things about it is the space and the memory. And I'm constantly having to delete pictures out of my phone to create space, create memory. And the awkward moments are always when there's a celebrity around that you want to take a picture with, and you're like, oh, can we get a selfie? And then it says memory full. How many pictures do you have in your phone gallery?
I've got a few thousand. Look, I have Samsung now, so I'm not really battling for memory, but I can always take a better photo.
Okay, well,
look, I live my life through my handset. I really do. It's a business tool as much as it's there to take amazing photos and capture the moments in incredible ways. So I'm very excited about this event.
It's exciting.
It's going to be cool. But
we're asking you on social media at home, how many photos do you have in your phone's gallery? That's on Facebook. Do you keep every photo? Or do you
struggle to delete
on a regular basis?
I struggle to delete.
I have to delete because I often do have the memory challenge, but it's difficult because then you don't know which memories to keep and which ones to just sort of let go.
Dude, I have about 1,000 photos of my son on my phone right now.
Wow.
Easily, man. But we digress. So you can let us know on our social media platforms. How do you handle your, we can say, collating your photo collection on your phone, and show us some of those awesome pics, the ones that you just haven't been able to let go. We'd love to hear from you this morning. It's a brand new day. It's ahead of the weekend. What's the weather gone in store?
Well, the weathers are all good, especially here in Cape Town. In fact, I can see you're totally dressed for it. But we'll start off in Johannesburg. Yeah, you're dressed for it. You're dressed nicely for it. Joburg is sunny conditions with pleasant temperatures, with sky remaining clear for the entire day, with little to no wind, and humidity will remain extremely low, but a warm weekend is expected. Josie, don't forget your sunscreen. If you're out in South Africa's playground, Durban, it's mainly sunny conditions over there with warm temperatures. A light southwesterly wind can be expected, but it will die down towards the evening as the sky clears up, and temperatures will remain between 24 and 28 degrees this weekend. It's a nice warm weekend out in Durbs. Port Elizabeth, intervals of cloud and sun with a passing morning shower, and temperatures are not as warm as the day before, but towards the evening cloud cover will increase and a northeasterly breeze will pick up. No rain expected from tomorrow onwards. It's going to be a nice clear weekend. And Cape Town, sunny to partly cloudy conditions throughout the day, but mainly sunny, with a southeasterly breeze. And as the evening approaches, cloud cover will decrease and the wind will die down slightly. Rain can be expected from Sunday onwards, though. So
we still got the weekend.
You're dressed right for today.
We still got the opportunity for sundowners today.
We do.
So hopefully we're going to make you feel like it's the official start of the weekend today, and have a little bit of fun. We've even got Ben Ungerman in studio this morning, something very, very special. Of course, winner of one of the biggest cooking reality shows and one of the coolest guys as well. So real privilege to have him here. A little bit later on the show, we've got literally everything jam-packed into the show, so stick around.
Very good morning from our W Beauty Room. My name's Leanne Williams, and I am joined by the ladies that are responsible for making us fabulous every single day, darlings. Makeup artists Bernice and Anel. They make sure that the beat is real every single day. And because we are rising and shining with W Beauty and Sir John, every weekend is an opportunity to let your hair down, maybe go out, have some fun. And if you are thinking of going out, spending a night out on the town, living your best life, a smoky eye is definitely the order of the day. So I'm going to ask a lovely Bernice how she goes about making sure that she gets the smoky eye just right. Burns, what is the key to getting that perfect smoky eye and not looking like a raccoon?
I think the best way is to actually set your makeup before. So with Woolies, they've got a nice range of actually the Sir John liquid eyeshadow. So you can actually use it as like a base.
Yes.
And then just use any eyeshadow. They also have a nice range with the Sir John eyeshadows.
Lovely. So
always
cute.
make sure that you actually set your product.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to smear without the evening.
Yes.
And then also, I think just blend it nicely, and then just make sure that obviously you use a waterproof liner as well as a mascara.
Very, very nice. And of course, like not everybody's going to have the same type of smoky eye. This one's got a little bit of a glitter. Is that in the Sir John range? The fact that it's got a little bit.
Open up, you can actually see, like you can play around with all sorts.
Okay, so you get matte options, and then you get an option with a little bit of a sparkle as well.
Yeah, I think since it's like an evening out, it's nice to actually use your over-the-top range.
Yeah.
That you won't necessarily use throughout the day.
Yeah, and of course you can build your own look to kind of determine the intensity. You can have a winged eyeliner. I always have a winged eyeliner, and Nal knows all about that. But when you have a smoky eye, like a very deep, intense eye, what should your lip be? Should your lip be equally bold, or should it be softer?
I think just balance it out with like a more neutral tone on your lips.
Yeah.
You can go either or. So you can do a darker lip with a lighter eye, or other way around, a darker eye with a lighter lip. I think don't go too much.
Too crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Finish off this gorgeous girl while we head over to the guys. Of course, it's time to find out what our quote of the day is. Oh, I need to just pay attention over here.
Look at Anel over there getting
looking
that face beat.
Absolutely gorgeous this morning. So we've been inspiring you with women that inspire us. Of course, an opportunity all month. I was thinking back to Women's Day and just how many cool activations happened on the day, how many amazing women I was able to connect with through that space. But it really needs to be an opportunity all year round for, most importantly, women to be able to open up doors for other women and really support each other. And I think when it comes to support of women, there is one that has stood out as a global bastion. She has been incredible, yes, as a former First Lady, but in her role as First Lady. And in the build-up to that, we know that she was a huge amount of support for Barack Obama, and very much a part of a package deal, I think they came as. And they kind of paint this idyllic picture of what their life and their marriage is like on one hand. But, I mean, she's a lawyer. She's now, I would imagine, doing a lot of motivational speaking. But she just seems like the most down-to-earth, wonderful woman.
She does,
She's an author, some amazing works that she's got out at the moment. I am, of course, talking about Michelle Obama, who looks like one of the coolest human beings on the planet. She just really seems like an amazing individual.
I think without a doubt, one of the best First Ladies the United States has seen, or the world has seen. I mean, have you seen her do push-ups and sit-ups with Ellen?
Run for president. She's relatable,
She is absolutely relatable. She's had many, many quotables. She's given us many of them, many powerful and inspiring words along her time. And one of them was, no country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of half of its citizens.
She might have been speaking to one individual when she said that.
Then we know who this is directed at, but it's so true.
In the current American situation, but it's something that I think can be applied not just in America, but certainly here in South Africa. I had the most amazing revelation working with Gary Player, believe it or not, where he had come across, and this was an actual business algorithm, not his kind of take on a situation, but they had found that if they invest in a woman in a community, they get twice the return. And this is with all of the projects. He's invested hundreds of millions into projects in these sorts of in rural areas. He has now proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you invest in a woman, and in many cases a goro in those communities, if you invest in a woman, you get twice the return. So just let that guide you, man.
It's so true. You invest in a woman, you build a community, or you build many communities. And on that inspiring note, let's get this show on the road. Let's invest in our world and our incredible women. Leanne Stellenbosch with the news.
Thank you so much, guys. In the national news this morning, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, who chairs the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into State Capture, says they will be approaching the High Court in due course to apply for an extension to the inquiry. President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday reiterated the need for universal health care for all South Africans. He said the NHI would offer South Africans the opportunity to fundamentally transform the healthcare system in the country. On the international front, giraffe conservation has taken a big step forward, with the world's tallest mammals receiving enhanced protection from unregulated trade. Giraffe numbers in Africa have fallen by 40% in the past 30 years in what has been called a silent extinction. The Amazon rainforest is burning at a frighteningly fast rate, while Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has said that his government lacks the resources to fight the record number of blazes in the Amazon. So far this year, almost 73,000 fires have been detected by Brazil's Space Research Center. And then finally, a picture of dogs watching a musical at the Stratford Festival in Ontario is winning hearts all over the world. It shows them sitting patiently, checking out a production of Billy Elliot, the musical, last week. It turns out that these adorable pooches are actually in training. The service dogs, ranging from poodles to golden retrievers, are in fact at a show to practice helping their owners move through a theatre. Owner and head trainer with K9 Country Inn Working Service Dogs, Laura McKenzie, says it's important to prepare the dogs for any activity the handler may wish to attend, and the theatre exposes the dogs to different stimuli, such as lights, loud noises, and movement of varying degrees. Well, that was your 6 o'clock news update. Let's get our very first taste of what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
Well, it's going to be a very football-friendly weekend, but let's give you a broader sweep of all those sporting headlines. SAFA acting CEO Russell Paul confirmed that Bafana Bafana will now play an international friendly against Zambia, that at the Nkoloma Stadium in Lusaka on the 7th of September. Staying with football, Banyana head coach Desiree Ellis has named her squad of 20 players who will face Botswana in the second round of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic qualifiers. And on to cricket, England's Geoffrey Archer, definitely the find of this year, I think. Undoubtedly took 6 wickets to help his team bowl out Australia for 179 on the first day of the third Ashes test at Headingley. And of course, we're going to be getting into all of our sporting highlights, talking a little bit of footy. Jeremy is in the house. Stick around.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Well, we're always asking you to send in your beautiful sunrise pictures, and Louise G. Cherry has sent us her sunrise from Blue Hills out in Midrand, where sunny conditions can be expected with beautiful temperatures reaching a max of 25 degrees. Pat Harris also sent us his sunrise picture from Durban, where sunny to partly cloudy conditions can be expected with cooler but pleasant temperatures reaching a maximum of 21 degrees. Thank you so much for that. And now we take a look at those temperatures across the country, starting off with Polokwane having the lowest temperatures in in the country today. 4 is your low, reaching a high of 25 degrees. If you're out in Mbombela, 9 is your low today, reaching a high of 29. The capital city, Pretoria, 9, your minimum, and your max is 27. With Johannesburg, plenty of sunshine expected for you today, 8, your minimum, and your maximum, 25 degrees. It's a sunny day out in Mahikeng, 8 minimum and a high of 28. With Klerksdorp coming through at 5 and 26. Kimberley, 6 and 27. And a cold start to the morning for Bloemfontein, 3 is your low, reaching a high of 25 degrees. Richards Bay, 12 and 29. Pietermaritzburg, 12 is your low, peaking at 30 degrees today. Durban, 14 and 24, with Mthatha at 7, peaking at 28 degrees. It's high humidity expected for East London today, 13, your low, reaching a high of 22 degrees. And the highest temperatures in the country, that's Craddock today, 8 is your low, and you will reach that maximum of 32 degrees. A couple of showers are expected for Port Elizabeth, that's 12 and 21. And high humidity for George, 11, reaching a high of 21 degrees. Northwesterly winds traveling at 18 kilometers per hour for Sutherland, 7, your low, reaching a high of 24. And Cape Town, Mother City, 10 and 22. If you're out in Worcester, it's 10, reaching a high of 28 for you. Springbok, 13, peaking at 30, with Uppington coming through at 11 minimum and a maximum of 29 degrees. Remember to send us those beautiful sunrise pictures on our Facebook page. It's Expresso Morning Show SABC3 using that hashtag Expresso Show. The next report will be in just over half an hour.
Gee, I'm really loving what you're wearing today. This pinstripe is really good.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah, I really like it. Do you like it?
I absolutely love it. Something classic. I'd love to dress it up a little bit for an event or something, kind of really make it proper. Pinstripe is like something cool, classic, some old gangster style vibe, 1920s vibe, but with a very modern, slim cut.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Obviously dressing it down a little bit with the t-shirt for our Friday vibe.
Exactly, but t-shirts
like
has kind of been the theme of the week. Kat wore one yesterday. I love the fact that you've worn one, and of course the colour of the t-shirt matches the pinstripe there, so it's really, really
and it works,
nice. Very versatile.
Accentuating with a bit of brown leather kind of vibes with the belt. And I mean, it's so funny, Kat actually gave me the tip of kind of tucking the t-shirt in at the brown belt, kind of balance out the blue. Otherwise, it's a lot of blue.
That's a lot of blue,
to take in, and it just kind of smartens up a little bit.
Nice.
You look absolutely gorgeous, popping with a lot of colour.
Stop it, thank you. Look, I feel like it's getting warmer, and I love colour blocking, and I thought a really great combination is orange and hot pink. So that's basically what I'm wearing when it comes to my colours today. And this kimono-inspired top, cinches in the waist, beautiful V-neck. I'm about this life.
It's very chic, and I'm saying that a lot. I think very much the design of going into summer, yes, you can be playful, but we always need to kind of raise the bar just a little bit. And that kimono vibe, there's something really sweet and kind of beautiful, romantic, if you will, about it. But you've kind of glammed it up gorgeously. Nice. It's beautiful, yeah.
I love it.
Beautiful. So we are going to, from fashion to talk all things sport after the break. Lots of football coming up, a couple of big ones locally, massive one in the English Premier League. Jeremy Harris is in the house. No rugby, so we're going through withdrawal from our Springbok jerseys, I think. But it's all right. We can focus on a little bit of footy, and you can join us for that after the break. Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in ahead of another bumper weekend of sports. Some great local action. Of course, the Currie Cup going down to the wire yet again, which is what we love from the oldest rugby competition. Only one round of the league phase left before the playoffs. Pretty tense. PSL action obviously continuing, now up and running fully, and the English Premier League throwing a couple of interesting ones. The top of the table clash with two of the only unbeaten teams in a very early season. I know Liverpool and Arsenal at Anfield is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And of course, we've got the 2019 US Open all headed our way. That kicks off on Monday. Jeremy Harris, how are you, bud?
Good to see you, bud.
You look great in green, I think, but this is all right as well. I'm missing the Springboks. I'm already suffering from Springbok fatigue, so I need this World Cup to
get started as soon as possible.
But it has given us a window, obviously, to release a whole lot of Springboks for their Currie Cup action. And this is intense, man. This Currie Cup has been intense. Obviously, a big mandate for all of the franchises and everything to support the Springboks. We know that. But it's taken nothing away. This has actually been one of the best Currie Cups that
Very
we've
exciting,
seen.
absolutely. And nice to see teams like Griquas coming through. And, I mean, I think on their form, I'm hoping that they can go all the way.
How good were the Griquas last weekend, 27-23 against a Western Province side that is quite laden with superstars? What is Griquas doing? Because they look like they expect to win every match.
Look, I mean, I think what they've done in particular, which the other teams haven't been able to do, I think to be fair to them, is that they've had consistency. They've had the same, continuity. They've had the same personnel. The guys have developed a relationship with each other, and I think that's helped the teams in their team in their performance.
They've earned their place in the semi-final, so kudos to them. So hopefully they can follow through and make that happen. Western Province, how are you feeling about this team? Obviously, Damian Willems, do you think he's going to get his starts at fly half? Does that make you exciting?
I like him. He's a very exciting player, and particularly I like him at 10. And I like the fact that Province have now been able to bring back, all of their Springboks who were released the previous week to go to, international duty. And I like the fact that you've got Lates at fullback and Willems at 10. I mean, those are the two most creative players.
X factor, yeah.
Big underline under both of them. So I like that. Of course, Wilker Lowe and Skaran Tabeni, also Springboks coming back into the fold. And it's simple for Western Province. They've got to win, preferably with a bonus point, if they're going to have any chance of getting into the semi-final. And then they've still got to hope that either the Lions or the Sharks lose their way a little bit.
So obviously the Sharks pulling one over the Lions last weekend. The Lions now full of dread as they face Griquas.
Wow.
Where are the Lions this season? Because they haven't been that bad, but they haven't gotten those results.
Yeah, and I think they've missed out on results when they needed to get them, when you expected them to get them. Lions at home should be a sort of an undeniable kind of a win there, but not been possible. And so now they face the Griquas on Saturday away from home on
in a bit
turf
of a
that is like concrete.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's going to be a tough assignment for them.
And of course, we've also got the Bulls up against the Sharks. Let's now move over to a bit of drama that we were alluding to earlier. Cape Town City, man, come on. Cape Town Stadium, we need to be playing football in that glorious stadium.
I mean, I think that's a little bit of an embarrassment for the city of Cape Town that they've got a scenario that goes, it's no surprise. It was no secret that the league was starting on a particular date, that the fixtures were announced, and yet the field is not being prepared and hasn't been ready for the last couple of weeks.
Very, very, very frustrating because we love the stadium. We want to see more football there. We've got coming up over the weekend, Black Leopards, Highlands Park, Golden Arrows, Chipper United, Chiefs versus Super Sport United.
Game of the weekend.
Undoubtedly because of the context of Chiefs, is the desperation. They need this now.
Yeah, no, and I think the Chiefs will probably come away with a win. I think that there's enough desperation. They've shown it in the way they've played. But Super Sport United have started the season really well, and I mean they've come away with some impressive wins themselves. That, as I say, game of the weekend, and it's a tough one to call. But I think that Kaizer Chiefs will probably just edge it on the basis that they're the home team, as it were.
And they're going to need their groundswell of support to go out there and support. Let's head further afield. English Premier League.
Wow.
The big one, only two teams have gone unbeaten, and they happen to be Arsenal, of course, and Liverpool. Anfield's not been a happy place for the Gunners. In fact, with this fixture, I think there's only been 2 goalless draws in the history of the club's kind of running battle. It's going to be tough.
I think we're going to get a result. I don't think we're going to see it. We don't think we're going to see a draw. And I think the other thing as well is that Liverpool have also just, started so impressively. Arsenal, as you say, unbeaten as well. But I think coming up against a team like Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's side know exactly what they've got to do. They know they need 3 points every game if they're going to get to the top.
It's going to be an exciting one, undoubtedly. I think you would be silly to bet against Liverpool, though. We've got Aston Villa up against Everton, Norwich up against Chelsea, Man United, Crystal Palace. We are hoping that Tottenham will continue their form against Aston Villa. Man City, Tottenham. We've got a Newcastle encounter as well. Newcastle desperately needing to steady the ship again. Then very quickly, US Open. Our top seeds, do you think they're going to walk it? Naomi Osaka, I think, has been one of the most exciting players, but she's dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, she's talking about the fact that, her knee is, she thinks, back to good condition, which is never a good thing to say. I mean, you're either in good, you're either in good nick or you're not.
Emphatically, yeah.
So that doesn't sound very convincing, but I mean, she's world number one for some reason. She's gone deep in other tournaments leading into the US Open. So she's got a chance, I guess, but I mean, wow, the mouth-watering clash surely has got to be Sharapova against Williams in the first round. I don't think that's happened.
How did that ever come about?
So I mean, that's going to be a great first tussle.
And watch out for Ashley Barty, and it's great that we are putting so much focus on the women's game, because that's where women's tennis is at the moment. Really, really, really exciting. And Novak Djokovic, he is the number one seed, and I would say he's probably the favourite. He's had a fantastic year. Whew, I think we fitted in a huge amount there. Well done, my friend. You can let us know where your allegiances lie, especially when it comes to Curry Cup action. Who is going to make it through? Our province going to make it through? Are the Lions going to make it through? How is it all going to play out? You can let us know who you are loving and supporting.
Well, there is always some action in the sporting world and something always happening. Miss Williams, where's your coffee?
Princess is going to hook me up. She's going to make sure that I get that 100% Arabica beans. Thank you so much. Are you good, Princess?
Yes, thank you, Nana.
No, you were actually just explaining to me now, because you were playing with the beans. I'm like, what's the deal with these Arabica beans? What's the story?
This beans is 100% Arabica beans, and it's quality. It's strong and nicely.
Not fake.
Not fake.
Not fake. Not fake. Well, on that note, hopefully you're getting your cup filled up as well. Lots more feel good coming your way. We're only getting started. We're going to be taking it to the kitchen in a bit, right?
That's where we love to be, especially you.
See you now.
Only the highest grade Arabica beans. McAfee, great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
Only you can make my day.
whatever you need, you'll always find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. It's a gorgeous Friday morning, and we are having the best time in our kitchen this morning. So imagine a delicious vegetable pasta salad that's more fun to make than it is to eat. Is there such a thing? Well, you don't have to imagine anymore thanks to the Crazy Store's Thingamajig range. And we are getting quirky in the kitchen this morning with their silicone lid lifters and vegetable sharpener and pencil that puts an imaginative fun twist on everyday items. Gee, let's get started.
It's going to actually have you trying to design dishes just to use the utensils. Really, really cool. So we're making a pasta salad with some really fun kind of twists, and I mean that literally, some fun twists. Please take a look at that.
Vegetable sharpener.
It's a vegetable sharpener. It's like a big pencil sharpener, but it's also got a ribbon kind of blade at the back there. So it is very functional. It's not just kind of an awesome kitchen gimmick. It is a really functional and useful thingamajig. But we're going to start out here. I love our silicone lid lifters here. Is he trying to get in? Is he trying to get out? We've cooked some pasta. If you're wanting something to reduce, and sometimes you need to keep the lid open just a little bit like that. And it's just so cute and quirky and fun. It's going to make your kitchen a happy place, which
I love that, because sometimes it's very difficult to keep the lid open on its own. It'll slide back down and then the pot like overboils.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It creates too much pressure. And if you're wanting something to simmer and reduce down gradually, it really is great and really fun. And obviously, they are built to stand the heat. And really, really cute. So
nice.
we're going to pop you there, and then I'm going to pop you back on.
So you've got the pasta in the bowl. I use this really cool vegetable sharpener. I sharpened some carrots. And then we got these really, really cool strips over here. But I'm going to finish this off because we've already got some parsley, we've got some onion, we've got some tomato. I love these different color tomatoes
you
right there.
You get such a beautiful range of tomatoes at the moment. So if you're going to be making something, even something like a pasta salad, you want it to pop, you want it to be fresh, use a range of different colored tomatoes. From a flavor perspective, it's great, but visually, it's going to really explode on the plate, as you can see there. And I actually like the fact that we're using a dark bowl here to allow the colors to pop even more.
Exactly.
You ribbon it out.
How cute is this? I mean, this is going to be so much fun in the kitchen. Get the little ones involved. It's not going to sharpen your pencils, though, because it's way too big.
Unless you've got a giant pencil.
Unless you've got a giant pencil that you just carry around with you.
Keep in your suit pocket.
All right, so then let's
just
add
pop those babies in there. And you can mix it up as much as you want, or you can keep kind of the layers so that you can let the individual colors kind of pop out. With me in a salad, if you're going to be using onion, use the red onion, definitely.
I know, it's sweeter.
Absolutely lovely. I almost don't want to kind of mix it up too much because the colors look so beautiful.
I know.
And then we've got our own little balsamic reduction that we'll put on right at the end. And what's really nice, if you want to add kind of a power punch of umami, use one of the stronger cheeses, something like a nice dry hard cheese. It's going to add a bit of backbone there as well. But this is a beautiful kind of Italian-inspired salad. On these hot days, like we're expecting over this weekend, sometimes you don't want to go overboard. So we've just mixed a bit of olive oil, a little bit of...
It's a little bit more of a...
Just whey.
Come together.
Throw it all on, I'll mix it up.
Okay, all right. You want to... You all or nothing, baby. There we go.
Actually, I like the contrast of everything that we've got going on here. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it's been made with our Thingamajig range.
Thingamajig range. And if you would like this recipe for our beautiful vegetable pasta salad, all you have to do is SMS the keyword CRAZY to 33728. We'll gladly send you the ingredients list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this yourself. And of course, the Thingamajig range is exclusive to the Crazy Store. It puts a very fun, imaginative twist on everyday items, and it also makes for great original gifts too, huh? Can you imagine walking and giving someone a gift like this? I think it's amazing.
Yeah, man. What is it? Is it for a giant pencil, or is it for the kitchen? You just don't know. But it's a lot of fun. If you want to get your kids inspired to spend more time with you in the kitchen, I mean, obviously it's got a blade, so don't give it to your child as a toy. But it's something to inspire your kids, inspire the whole family to have a little bit of fun in the kitchen. It looks beautiful. Obviously, there's a more manicured version of the salad, but these are two ways that you can dress up a beautiful, very simple salad and inspire yourself to enjoy lunch a little bit more.
Exactly. And if you'd like to take a look at how we made this one more time, well, then here you go.
I want to eat, actually. I just want to eat.
Go for it.
All right.
There you go. That is how you make that delicious vegetable pasta salad. We're already tucking in. It's that good.
It's absolutely delicious. The keyword here, excuse me, the food in my mouth. Crazy to 33728 if you'd like us to send you this ingredients list. Summer is all about keeping it fresh. You can. This is a meal all in of itself. It can be a nice accompaniment. Absolutely delicious, man.
Yummy, yummy. You want to finish up there, buddy?
I'm gonna have the whole thing. I don't know why which torturous soul didn't give us a fork or spoon.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll always find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
So crazy, so creative, so inspiring. Speaking of inspiring, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is all the hype right now. It is a next level power phone. And after the break, we're going to be getting very hands-on with it, getting to know all the technicalities of it, all the amazing technology that they've packed into it. So you don't want to miss that. We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, very warm welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso Live right here on SABC3 on a Friday. Thank you so much for choosing to wake up with us and joining us on this beautiful morning. We have lots and lots and lots of movies making waves in the cinemas. But let's check out which top 5 movies are the ones to check out.
The Lion King is now 4th highest grossing in SA history, but was there room for another kind of carnivore in the top 5? Springsteen's not bossing the box office with Blinded by the Light opening 5th. Fans found it hard to let go of more familiar favorites as Playmobil, the movie, starts 4th. While studios duel over custody, it's probably best if Spider-Man keeps Far From Home for a bit. He's still 3rd. 3 weeks into the macho matchup of Brawn versus, well, Brawn and Hobbs and Shaw's still 2nd. And by tooth and nail and 5 weeks in, the remake's still the cat's whiskers. The Lion King holds first.
Whoa, some really awesome movies over there, JP.
Yes.
Oh, man.
What? No, I disagree with all of that.
What do you mean? People are going in. People are watching them and checking them out. The Lion King's still right at the top, sitting at number 1. You've got Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw still there as well. Spider-Man, Blinded by the Light is on there as well.
Hobbs and Shaw. Well, I had a lot of fun watching it. I learned recently that these dudes who we feel are so heroic and so muscular and so testosterone, they actually write into their contracts with studios a clause that says they're not allowed to be beaten in fights.
Really?
It's so lame.
It takes away all the fun.
The Rock and
where's the
Jason
fun in
Statham, like
there?
it's the whole manicured PR campaign to make sure that they are immortal and flawless. It's like, come on, guys.
Man,
like,
those
take
are
your
not
lecks.
the types of contracts we're here for. But here's a new movie out that's releasing this weekend, today. Under Mens.
Yes,
It's a proudly South African one, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It couldn't be from anywhere else, right?
Holland, I suppose. But nevertheless, you've got Quentin Kroch, who is directing this and writing. The last thing that he did was Taste and Picks, which was more of a kind of a slapstick buddy cop comedy type thing.
Yeah.
Compared to this, which is, as you'll see from the visuals, more of a gritty kind of cop movie, but it's also a comedy. Under Men stars Fourie. Give me his first name.
Benny Fourie,
that's right, yes.
Marlie van der Merwe, Frank
And
Opperman,
you don't need to-
James Bortvik.
Don't need to tell me who Frank Opperman is. We've all been there since back in the D. And so under Mens, he's a complete average dude. He's a salary man. He punches the card and he cashes the check. And his name is Daniel Niemand even. So this guy is trapped between, as you saw on the poster, the sandwich of the police force on one end and his criminal underlord boss on the other. Now, he doesn't have any say in the underworld that he's a part of. He's just a pencil pusher in there. But he gets co-opted by the police to spy on and become a key figure in trying to crack this criminal underworld. I think if you like stuff like, and he's got a movie coming out next week, if you like stuff like Tarantino, it looks like it's heavily inspired by that. Martin Scorsese or the Coen brothers, the kind of like everyday guy. A Daniel Niemand has the whole world fall upon him where there's either great opportunity or great dread at the end of it.
The responsibility of
and I'm sure there are huge laughs to be had as well.
Absolutely insane. I must tell you, I think that Afrikaans movie culture has grown so much. The movies are looking absolutely incredible. They look world class.
And South African in general, I'm so, it's beautiful that there's so many innovative new things coming along. So like this, there's some things that will remind you of from Hollywood. I think it's quite original as far as South African movies go.
Yeah, the texture of it is beautiful. Angel Has Fallen.
So this would be the third in the series with Gerard Butler. This is Sparta guy.
But you got Morgan Freeman there.
Morgan Freeman, who is back again as the American president, again in jeopardy. What was the first one? It was, so there was not White House Down, that's Channing Tatum.
Olympus Has Fallen?
All Olympus Has Fallen. They all become like the same movie in your brain anyway. So it was Olympus Has Fallen, then it was London Has Fallen before that, and now this is the final one where Gerard Butler's character is being framed for an assassination attempt on Morgan Freeman, who from the trailer looks like he's just about made it to appear in the movie. Like he doesn't bother to be in it. He's just collecting a check as well.
That's securing the bag, man.
This is the kind of thing, though, I think like it has secured again like its own crop of audience who are guaranteed to see this, and I'm a fan of mindless action as well. But
there's always an assassination of the president where Morgan Freeman is involved.
And why do you still have your job if you're the common denominator? Like why Gerard Butler? Like it's like in Taken. Why hasn't social services visited Liam Neeson and been like, what are you doing with your daughters, dude? Like they keep getting kidnapped, and the president keeps getting assassination attempts on him. Frankly, for me, it's high fantasy because I can't imagine wanting to protect the American president.
But I mean, let's be honest. Anytime you hear the name Morgan Freeman, you know that it's one to check out. But we're going to leave it right here for now, and then a little bit later on, we're going to be checking out some more movies for you that you need to be checking out. It is a Friday. It's Movie Friday. JP Sebastian is still in the building.
Big one. Apocalypse Now.
Oh, and it is a big one. It's, in fact, a year for big releases or re-releases on the movie front, but certainly new releases on the smartphone front. I think, again, the bar has been raised significantly. Forward-thinking, meticulous Samsung, they have brought out another smartphone that I think is going to kind of redefine what we, certainly from a quality perspective, but what we expect from our smartphones after an incredible build-up. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is here. Whoa.
Samsung is raising the curtain to the future with their newest edition, the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus, the next level power phone. And of course, they're launching it in spectacular style here at the Venue Green Park. And we're here to find out all about it. Sang, the main theme for tonight is power, which is quite appropriate given the mastery that is the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus. Can you talk to us a little bit about the features of this exciting new device?
So design is one key feature for call out with the Note 10. We have more immersive screen. to focus on the screen itself. So there is almost a zero bezel. Second one is always people surprised with our S Pen function. This time you will see a lot of motion gesture on top of the Bluetooth connectivity.
Technology is a very big part of what I do. One of the innovations that I saw from Samsung is that the feature where you write in your handwriting and it actually converts it to typing. So I didn't know about that, so we learned a lot.
Write to type text conversion to Microsoft Word, that's definitely top of the list.
My favorite feature has to be the air action with the S Pen. So you can go 40 meters away from your phone and still be able to communicate with it.
All the cameras is like a pro-graded camera. You will see if you zoom in, then you will hear only that focused person's sound. That's a great innovation with the new Note 10 and Note 10 Plus.
We're all expected to do more and more stuff with less, and so shooting alone, to be able to trigger the camera from the S Pen, to be able to zoom in, that's something you haven't been able to do before. To be able to do this sort of thing, I think it's going to make a huge difference for solo creators.
Maps, Samsung is your preferred brand when it comes to mobile technology, but tell us exactly how mobile innovation and technology plays a part in your life.
Of course, technology plays a great part in my everyday life. I mean, if you have a mobile device, especially one of the latest smartphones, and you're working basically off a PC computer, but I need something that will last me all day, allow me to be able to use it non-stop without it overheating, being able to manage the frequency of my usage, and also have a battery that lasts long enough throughout the whole process. The level of battery power, now it has super fast charging. You can get a full charge in about 30 minutes, and that will last you an entire day. So you've got the air commands, you've got how you can use the remote a whole lot better. There's a whole host of things, and there definitely would be no need for another phone for a while when you have this one.
I love the sort of svelte design, but for me, I'm all about the storage. So on the top model, you get 256 gig built in, but then there is an SD card slot, and that will take 1 terabyte card. So you're looking at 1.5 terabytes of potential storage, and that is like 6 times what my laptop's capable of.
And there's a lot of power in here. Like in some cases, it's more powerful than a lot of low, mid-end laptops. So, and you can have that in your pocket. And if you can put that power in the hands of everybody, that's going to change how we do business.
What's really exciting for creators, that is actually my favorite, is the fact that now you can have a full editing suite on your phone, and you can edit proper high quality videos. You don't have to be at your laptop or on your computer to have to edit a full video. You can do that on the go.
I don't think you understand how powerful the video editing is. The processing power, of course, allows you to have multiple tracks of video and audio. On the way up to this event, I was editing videos on the plane, which is really cool.
The power of creation that the Galaxy Note 10 provides you, so definitely one for that.
Always South Africa is the first launch country in the world. So I'm so glad you are joining this tonight event. We are #1 in the world, together with our consumers and partners.
They're becoming more innovative to make our lives easier, and that is really what every single consumer wants with their phone or with any technology.
Just when you think it's reached the pinnacle, there's something else that comes. So it'll be interesting to see what comes next. But I think for now, it's going to be a great phone to try and wrap your head around.
Oh, mind blown, officially mind blown. Well, with such great reviews and undeniable appreciation for what Samsung has brought to us and the world with innovation, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is by far the best smartphone device in the business. And of course, we have got something very special for you.
Yeah, really, this is awesome. Please listen up, because we're giving, and I'll say this is only a hint of jealousy, one lucky viewer out there. What are you? could walk away with your very own brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus in hand. All you have to do is comment on the Expresso Facebook page competition post telling us what your favorite feature of the Galaxy Note 10 is and why. I've got a couple standing up from a content creation.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, the competition closes at 8:30 a.m.
Get on
VAS
it.
rates and T's and C's do apply. Visit expressoshow.com to find them. Don't miss out. Get involved right now.
Can we enter? Am I allowed to
No,
enter?
we're not. But
Why not?
They can.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, Women's Month gives us the opportunity to celebrate women's achievements and the important role that women of all races and religions have played and continue to play in South African society. And what better way to do that than to celebrate this with Sasco and a few of the brand's female leaders. We've got Leanne Engelbrecht, Jackie Pillay, and Wendy Williams, who joins us in studio this morning to chat about their careers, what motivates them as women in the workplace, and we'll also touch on some of the most memorable Sasco campaigns to date. Ladies, good morning.
Morning, Leanne.
When I saw Wendy Williams, I was like, Wendy Williams, I'm sure you get that all the time. Hey, Wendy, do you watch the show? Vastly different, the two of you, though. I'm sure you're not a shady either. I love it. Well, it's so good to have you on the show.
Thanks for
Leanne,
having
of
us,
course,
Leanne.
you're a regular face on our show. Let's first talk about marketing, the importance of marketing in an organization, and of course, what does a typical day in your life look like?
Yeah. So marketing effectively is championing the customer and the consumer in absolutely everything that we do. It's ensuring that we have insight into, the wants and needs, and sometimes they're unknown wants and needs, and for us to help our organizations scope products and services, which answers this need, and of course turn that into profit, right, for our business. So that's roughly is what marketing does. And I mean, my day is, a good day for me starts with a good coffee from Timber. Timber's our barrister in the office. So it starts with a great cup of coffee. I generally, set up and check if I've missed any tasks the day before. Is there anything urgent that I need to follow up with? We spend good time time really analysing our business results. What are the drivers? What are the levers? What are we missing? Any gaps in the market? And we have wonderful agencies and creatives that work with us.
That's amazing.
And so we spend time on our campaigns, doing some post-campaign analysis, planning, developing. So it's a very exciting day. And of course, quite often we get into the stores, we spend some time with moms, with humans, with people, getting to know them and having deep empathy for sort of what different people are experiencing. So that's roughly a day, I would
in a nutshell. As Expresso, we've had the pleasure of joining in many different campaigns, from Sasco Top Bakers to Blisters for Bread and also the Siyazizana projects. In all of the work that you've done and all of the Sasco campaigns that you've embarked on, what's been one of the most rewarding for you?
I must say that's like choosing your favourite child. It's a very unfair question. But I must say there are campaigns that I've loved for longer. So Siyazizana, you mentioned it. It's in its 4th year running now. We spoke about it. Siyazizana stands for We're Helping Each Other. And Jackie and myself and the team, you know, Wendy and her bakeries as well, it really helps us with actually partnering with daycares. We partner with schools and we reward bag collection. So any Sasco bags are rewarded with educational items and tools that the school and the kids need. So it really, I mean, our vision is not just to feed hungry tummies, it's also to fulfill a child's hunger to learn and to live well.
Yeah, I love that. Now, Jackie, I'm sure you've worked on many a Sasco campaign, but what is it about this particular brand that drives and inspires you?
Well, close to my heart is kids and kids development and social upliftment, and I'm so blessed that I work on a brand that is not actually work, because the values of Sasco is all about care and community, and we do so much within the communities that every day is not a day of work, but actually a day of just enjoying my passion and actually getting to live my passion every day within the brand.
I love it. It really is a brand that speaks about passion, and that is what's beautiful, and I can just feel it. It's like it's palpable right now. And Wendy Williams, let's talk about the role of a bakery manager. How did this position come along? And of course, what is it? Tell us more about a career as a bakery manager within Sasco.
Okay, so as a bakery manager, I'm obviously accountable for the profitable management of my unit. Then also I need to ensure that we execute our route to market and our sales strategies. Very important for us is definitely the safety of our employees, so we will need to take care of that, and also to ensure that we run a sustainable business. Then also for me, it's about the production, the efficiencies, managing our waste is very important to the business. And then obviously our people. We want to grow our people, we want to enable our people, empower them, and obviously also recognize people for their commitment and their good job that they are doing.
Powerful stuff. Now this next question is open to any one of you. As a woman in business, and as women in business, why is it so important that we have a mentor-mentee relationship?
When do you want to have a go? So for me, I think I've been very privileged in my life to have very, very good bosses. And they have invested in me, in my career, in my development, my skill set. And so ideally, I would like to say that not everything has to be formalized in life. So really my perspective on the matter is surround yourself with people who you can learn from. Where it's best possible. I mean, all of us have development areas and gaps, but try and pick out certain people around you who you know would be able to give you honest feedback, be able to help you manage or learn through different experiences in the workplace. But I would like to add that I don't think everything needs to be formalized, but ensure that you pick specific people who you can surround yourself with and who you trust that can help you as you develop your career.
I can proudly say that I am where I am today because of a woman. A woman who always consistently put me forward for these things. Leanne, you are a marketing executive. Wendy, you are a bakery manager in Worcester. Jackie, you are a senior bread brand manager. What would your advice be to any person, not necessarily just a woman, any person who is looking to grow themselves within their organizations and achieve and get to the levels where you now find yourself?
I think firstly is to be yourself, be your authentic self, because every organization is looking for individuals because you're going to bring something new and fresh to the business. And trying to cut yourself and mold yourself into something you're not doesn't actually bring us any value, and it doesn't actually grow an organization and bring a new train of thought to a business.
Yeah.
So be your authentic self and work hard.
I love that. Yeah. And I just want to echo what Jackie said. I think diversity is such a powerful tool. Something that I wish I'd been more confident on earlier on in my career is actually just to live my truth and see that diversity and difference as an asset, because it's our role to be deeply empathetic. And I think as soon as businesses have certainly started putting their arms around diversity, culture, different backgrounds and experiences, and we should be confident in that, because it is about bringing some sort of difference to a business
and not shying away from those things that make us women. It's our power. It's not a weakness at all. Thank you so much. 3 powerful women sitting on the couch here. I could listen to you all day, but hopefully we'll be able to chat again very, very soon. Who runs the world? Girls. There we go. Now, after chatting to these legendary women, you'll know that you can contribute towards society no matter what. You don't need to be in a specific field, time, or environment to make a difference. It's important for us to celebrate South African women who are making a real difference to the world and who can be role models and superheroes for the girls of today and the future.
Thank you.
Sasco, baking together since 1930.
From an organization filled with truly phenomenal women, and yes, girls do rule the world, run the world, make it so much better. Who runs the kitchen? Well, Jenny Morris today. Certainly when it comes to bread, she has opened my eyes to the magic of bread. And at its heart, we know that Sasco is ultimately about that. Incredibly good flour that creates amazing bread. And today we are going to be making rosemary and onion buns that I'm looking at some beautiful beef here that we can partner with just about any other hero ingredients. So stick around. But let's get back into the day's official duties with those news headlines.
Thank you very much, G-Man. It's just after 7 o'clock time to take a look at those news headlines. Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, who chairs the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into State Capture, says they will be approaching the High Court in due course to apply for an extension to the inquiry. Zondo said that the team aimed to see whether it could finish the hearing of oral evidence by at least mid-2020. Zondo revealed on Wednesday that from the beginning of this financial year up to now, the commission had cost more than 100 million rand. President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday reiterated the need for universal health care for all South Africans. Ramaphosa responded to questions in the National Assembly on the implementation of the controversial National Health Insurance, the NHI. He said the NHI would offer South Africans the opportunity to fundamentally transform the healthcare system in the country. He added that the healthcare policy was not unique to South Africa and was supported by other countries in the G20. In international news, giraffe conservation has taken a big step forward, with the world's tallest mammals receiving enhanced protection from unregulated trade. The move will regulate the trade in giraffes and their body parts under the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. The vote was overwhelmingly approved, with some resistance from southern African countries, including South Africa and Botswana. Giraffe numbers in Africa have fallen by 40% in the past 30 years in what is being called a silent extinction. The mammals are largely targeted for bush meat, jewelry, bracelets, and purses. The Amazon rainforest is burning at a frighteningly fast rate, while Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro said his government lacks the resources to fight the record number of blazes in the Amazon. Earlier this month, Brazil declared a state of emergency over the rising number of fires in the region, and so far this year, almost 73,000 fires have been detected by Brazil's Space Research Center, which marks an 83% increase from 2018. The Amazon, the largest rainforest in the world, is a vital carbon store that slows down the pace of global warming. And finally, the American public has voted, and the Ndlovu Youth Choir has made it into the semi-finals of America's Got Talent. Performing an African arrangement of U2's Beautiful Day on Tuesday, the Limpopo-based choir received a standing ovation from the judges and the audience. Simon Cowell was the first judge to give his comments and said that they popped and applauded them for their enthusiasm and great song choice. Howie Mandel said they were the best way to end the evening. And the Ndlovu Youth Choir's reaction on social media was, "We're through to the semi-finals off at AGT, the world's largest show. Thank you to everyone who loves and supports us. We love you back." And on that note, that's where we leave it for now. The next report in just over half an hour.
Thanks so much. Delving into your sporting headlines on a football front, SAFA acting CEO Russell Paul has now confirmed that Bafana will play in an international friendly that's against Zambia at the Nkolomo Stadium in Lusaka on the 7th of next month. This will be the first match for South Africa following the departure of coach Stuart Baxter. Will be the first game in charge for intern coach Molefi Nseki. The match is scheduled to kick off at 5 p.m. Staying with the beautiful game, Banyana head coach Desiree Ellis has named a squad of 20 players who will face off against Botswana in the second round of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic qualifiers. Ellis has called up a number of overseas-based players who missed Banyana's recent CASAFA Women's Championship, very successful championship win in Port Elizabeth due to club commitments. The team will assemble for camp in Johannesburg on Monday, then travel to Botswana 2 days later to acclimatise. The first match is scheduled for Friday the 30th of August. And then on to cricket, definitely the find of the season. England's Jofra Archer took 6 wickets to help his team build out Australia for 179 on the first day of the third Ashes Test at Headingley. The Aussies reached 136 for 2 thanks to partnerships from David Warner and South African-born Marnus Labuschagne, but the wickets quickly fell as Archer claimed 6 wickets for just 45 in 17.1 overs. Incredible performance, 5 of which came in the final session of the day. So England will be hoping to establish a match-winning first innings lead later today. Of course, more on those stories in a half hour.
Thank you very much, Graham. Let's take a first look at your roads this morning. We start off in Gauteng, out in Moreleta Park, where there has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N1 northbound after Garsfontein Road. 2 lanes are currently blocked, so please approach with caution. In the Western Cape, in Mitchell's Plain, there are road closures due to protest action on the R300 route that's before Mitchell's Plain. 2 lanes are currently blocked between the N2 Highway interchange and Stock Road. Heavy delays can be expected, so please do make use of an alternative route this morning. And after the train lines, there are TFR signaling restrictions between Belleville and Brackenfell, infrastructure problems over there as well, and speed restrictions as well as sets out of service. Delays of 30 to 40 minutes can be expected. Take it easy on the roads this morning. That's where we leave it for now. Now we take a look at your temperatures across the country, but first a look at your beautiful sunrise pictures. Dale, thank you so much for sending us your beautiful sunrise from Port Edward in the south coast, where plenty of sunshine can be expected with a southwesterly wind reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. Samuel Jacobs, thank you so much for your amazing sunrise from Beaufort West in the Western Cape, where sunny conditions can be expected with very warm temperatures and high humidity reaching a maximum of 31 degrees. And now those temperatures across the country, starting off in Polokwane with the lowest temperatures in the country today. For your low reaching a high of 25 degrees. If you're out in Mbombela, 9 and 29. Pretoria is nice and sunny, 9 your low reaching a high of 27 degrees. With plenty of sunshine expected for Johannesburg, you start off at 8, peaking at 25 degrees. In Mahikeng, 8 your minimum, your maximum 28 degrees. Klerksdorp coming through with 5 your low reaching a high of 26. Kimberley 6 and 27. Bloemfontein, you've got a cold start to the morning today. 3 is your low reaching a high of 25. If you're out in Richards Bay, it's nice and sunny today. 12 your low reaching a high of 29. Pietermaritzburg 12 and 30, with Durban coming through at 14 your low reaching high of 24. Mthatha 7 a minimum and a max of 28 degrees. High humidity expected today for East London. 13 is your low reaching a high of 22, and the highest temperatures in the country today, that's Craddock, you're coming through with 8 your low reaching that high of 32, and a couple of showers expected for Port Elizabeth, 12 and 21, and high humidity for George, 11 your low, you peak at 21 degrees today, with a northwesterly wind expected traveling at 18 kilometers per hour. That's for you. Sutherland, 7 is your low reaching a high of 24, and Cape Town, the mother city, 10 and 22. Worcester, 10 your low reaching a high of 28. Springbok, you've got 13 minimum and a maximum of 30 degrees today, and Uppington, you're coming through at 11 your low, peaking at 29 degrees. Whichever part of the country you find yourself in this morning, make it a feel-good type of Friday. Remember to get those pictures through to us on Expresso Morning Show SABC3 with the hashtag Expresso Show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hey, how you doing, you beautiful souls? It's birthday time. We love the segment where we get to connect with you guys, but be that conduit of love for your families through to you on your very special day. We've got so many birthdays to get through. Take it away, baby
Let's
girl.
begin. Nigel, yes, Nigel Sadfontein. This one is for you. Now, Nigel is turning a whole 30 years old, and the message reads like this. Wens jou alle seëninge toe op jou lewe en Gods liefde en mag jy 'n wonderlike dag hê en als wat mooi is, liefde van jou verloofde Prudence en jou kinders. I should have let Graham read that.
I thought I reverse engineered that beautifully.
Oh,
that whole
beautiful
scenario.
stuff. Also, Alex, happy birthday to Alex, who becomes a teenager today.
Oh, well done,
we wish
bro.
you a very happy birthday and a fantastic year ahead from Mommy, Daddy, and the rest of our family. Happy birthday, Alex.
Then, of course, Caitlin is also officially a teenager now. Congrats, girl. Can't believe you are 13 years old already as you take your first steps into that teenage world. May only the good things in life come your way. Happy 13th birthday, KT. And enjoy it. Just savor every moment, girl. Then happy birthday to you, Nicole. We hope you have a blessed day. May God bless you, and may there be many more birthdays. Our lives would not be complete without you. That's from your one and only love, John, your daughter, Shannon, and your sons, Nico and Giano. We love you.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Cool.
How about this one? Shira is turning 19 today, and your message says, may the good Lord bless you with many more. Love from Mom, Dad, and Levi. Also, wishing Ramu a very happy birthday. May God keep showering you with so many more. We love you from your wife, Shamila, and your children. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday from our family as well. Then happy birthday to baby Mandlavuko Ndwalane. Congratulations. May God give you wisdom to overcome life's challenges and to elevate you to greater heights, you gorgeous thing. May you find your completeness in God. And that's from your mommy, Maria Ndwalane, and your family, who clearly love you very, very much.
That's
and
right.
This one's a big one. It's a massive 5th birthday to
yo,
Jaden. Happy birthday, Jaden. Stay the funny and sweet boy that you are, little man. Lots of love from Nicole, Sherwin, and Caden. Happy birthday, guy.
This one going out to Landon Lloyd. This is your double-digit association, Landon. Today, you are 10 years old. May you
It's a big one,
continue to
buddy.
be
It's
a
a big
true
one.
warrior of your happy heart. May this big day be filled with joy, and you bring every day to our lives with love from Mommy and from Lance. And also, a very happy 16th birthday to Marinisa. And this message says, may you always be as sweet as you are. We love you always from Mommy. Happy birthday, everybody.
Guys. We love you. As always, you've shown us how diverse and incredibly creative your names are in the world. We love the fact that families are so appreciative of the opportunity that a birthday gives you to share love, and we are gladly that platform. So send us more of those pics, vids, 071-640-6551. Send us a happy birthday video, a song. We'd love for you to do that right now. In fact, as we take a quick break, we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, my name is Sabia, and I pretend to be other people for a living. Come find your smooth fame and fortune on Tropica Island of Treasure Carousel. To join me on the island, all you have to do is buy a bottle of Tropica, follow the entry details, upload a video of yourself telling me why you'd be my ideal partner. Upload it on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Hashtag TIOT9. And you could join me in paradise and find smooth fame and fortune.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a very, very exciting day. Let's take you back a few momentous steps. In fact, back in 2009, Samsung released their first Galaxy smartphone with a focus on people. The most important part of this dynamic, a focus on devoting its talents, incredible talents and technology to creating innovative products that push the boundaries, redefine the boundaries of smartphones. I think to mark a decade, incredible of success, Galaxy innovation, if you will, we are joined by the CEO and President of Samsung Electronics Africa, Mr. Sung-Yoon Cha, our Chief Marketing Officer and good friend, of course, Mr. Cambridge Makonyane, and Director of Integrated Marketing, Justin Hume, all good friends, in fact, of the show. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us to give us an exclusive look at a very exclusive phone that's now finally available to all, the Samsung Galaxy.
That is
guys, always so good to see you.
Mr. Yun, the Samsung 9 was an absolute game changer.
Yeah.
What is new with the 10?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having all of us. And we all thanks Expresso all the time. Every time we come to Expresso show, our sales picked up dramatically.
What?
That's why we...
I'd like to say it's us, but it might have something to do with the phone.
No. We know that. And we all love Expresso viewers who are the smartest people, especially from the very early in the morning.
Yes.
So the Galaxy Note 10 we brought this morning is a game changer.
Yes.
Last year we had a Galaxy Note 9. Yes. What we always make different from our competitors, we always launch the Samsung, the iconic flagship model, first launch in South Africa. It means whenever we have a new iconic model available in the USA, Europe, or Korea, it's available in the same day in South Africa. It means you will get this product on the same day.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
So the incomparable differentiation of Galaxy Note 10 is amazing. We applied most of the world's first new innovative features. For example, first, powerful design.
Wow.
And second, it's always we have a great, powerful, magical S Pen.
Yeah.
Note. And the third one is pro-grade camera.
Yeah.
And the PC like, the performance. We don't call Galaxy Note 10 this year a smartphone. We call about it as next level powerful phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where's the phone?
So this is the Galaxy Note 10 we brought for this morning.
Oh, wow. Thank you so
much. Sorry, this is not for you. This is, as I told you, the smartest Expresso viewers after this show today.
That is amazing. Okay, we just need to stop it right there.
Grab it and
One lucky Expresso viewer is going to walk away with this phone.
Yeah, you
Galaxy
can touch
Note
it
10.
now.
I can touch it. This is awesome. This is about as close as I'm going to get, but it's all good. It's all good.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, the look and design, Justin, are always beautiful, and we love that. It just seems to push the boundaries, yes, in a very competitive, the most competitive space in tech. Let's be honest here. What leapt off the page for me, and this is all the kind of things, if you want to win this phone, if you've got to go to that competition post, you've got to kind of describe some of those favorite features. The video capability, the jump up in processing, there are so many elements to this. Talk us through the new rationale, the new design. This is a quantum leap forward.
Exactly, and as Sung was saying, we're calling it the Power Phone. But in fact, I think the first thing that we notice is that we're not launching just one Note 10. We've actually got two. So we've got the Note 10 and we've got the Note 10 Plus. So this is the largest screen that we have on a Note to date. So it's a 6.8-inch screen. I mean, that is real estate for viewing that is unparalleled in the market, effectively. And I've put a little demonstration out front there. So what we can see there is firstly the different colors that we've brought to market. It's got this incredible iridescent aura glow color. We've got a beautiful aura white as well as aura black coming to market. And for sound quality, so that we don't drop the, so that you've just got absolute crystal clarity on entertainment.
Because it needs to match the visuals.
Yes, exactly. We've got AKG headsets in the box that are valued at over 1,500 Rand. So I mean, I think it's a strong offer. But as we pull it out here, looking at the phone, the first thing you'll notice, I'm sure you can see, is that we've literally got end-to-end screen.
All
There's
screen,
no bezel
baby. Yeah.
left at all. So if I'm wanting to watch Expresso on this device, I'm seeing it literally as we're seeing each other here right now. And that's the big differentiation that we brought to it. Obviously, the S Pen, again, as Sung mentioned, that's the hallmark of Note. And even though we've gone for a larger phone, the weight and size of it remains the same as we had with our Note 9. So you're getting more screen, more specification, more power coming out of it in the same package.
That's, you know what, Justin, you caught me, especially when Mr. Yoon was talking about the fact that the phone's not called a smartphone. What does Samsung mean by a power phone?
So power, it's about transcending simply the notion of I can browse, I can use applications on here. We've got powerful processors behind this that are delivering unparalleled graphic quality.
Laptop-like processing power, pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, great interoperability between PCs, between the phone. All of this is seamless. We've got 256 gigs of memory on board for the device. So it's all these things that we've brought to market in one condensed package. And I think it takes it to a different level.
Guys, to be honest, the 9 was kind of, it redefined the way that I utilize my phone. My poor laptop sits there like, pick me, man, pick me, use me. But I do so much. So seeing that there is a boundary that we could smash through to be able to take it to an entirely new level is mind-blowing. The storage space is just incredible. That's got one note on itself that elevates it. But from a content, we spend so much time creating content. To be able to edit videos in this way, do that is truly remarkable. It does replace, in many cases, the laptop. The most important question, Cambridge, the most important question of all of these questions, when is it going to be available to us?
Graham, we're so excited. It's going on sale today from 9 a.m. It's actually going on sale on all the leading network operators. In fact, some of them have already called Sang to tell him that queues are forming outside their stores of people actually waiting to be the first to own the Note 10. But what we also like is the fact that Expresso is the first show where we're launching today. It's our very, very first show on TV that we're launching.
I love that. I love that kind of exclusivity.
I will slow them down, you run. Run with it, I'll do what I can to slow it down.
In fact, we still have a special. You can still order it now and actually get a Galaxy Fit.
What?
So in all the leading operators, yes.
Wow.
Oh, Mr. Yoon,
Samsung doing
guys.
the absolute most right now.
Incredible.
That is absolutely wonderful. Well, this is the next level superpower smartphone, power phone with a designed mobile experience that's like a computer on the go, a gaming console, a movie tech camera, and an intelligent pen all in one device with smarter capabilities. And here is the clincher. We're giving one lucky viewer the chance to win a brand new Galaxy Note 10. Make some noise. That's amazing. That is amazing. And all you need to do is go to our Facebook page, comment on the competition post, telling us what your favorite Samsung Galaxy Note 10 feature is and why. I don't know how you pick one, but just put them all in there if you have to. The competition closes at 8:30 a.m. this morning, so get commenting.
All the VS rate supply terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. That's where you can find them. How about never having to ever delete a photo again, pretty much?
Oh.
That might just jump out there, but you can check out some incredible new options. It's a power phone. It's an option to live your life through your phone in a completely different way, and I'm struggling to let go of this moment because it just looks so awesome. Guys, congratulations. I know this is a huge amount of work, so we really do feel privileged that South Africa as a market gets this very special opportunity as well, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold on to this one for now. For safekeeping till 8:30, because it's coming to one of you.
She cradles it like a baby.
The search is on for the next brand ambassador. After an astounding number of entries, one text message can change it all. 10 regional finalists have been chosen in the mother city. What will happen when you put these creatives together in one room? Tensions will rise, boundaries pushed, and concepts scrutinized.
That's the next brand ambassador, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Friday. And why do I say yay with an extra A thrown in? Because we are making bread. We're making buns. In fact, with Jenny Morris, Leanne. First of all, thank you for painting such an awesome picture of what it is to be a powerful woman. And when I mean powerful, I mean empowering other women. That is the most important element that I've picked up from this Women's Month. So thank you so much for representing your organization in that way. And powerful women in an organization need powerful women to partner with. So Jenny Morris certainly is that. Guys, the baking kind of masterclass I was given, we were there on the same day with an incredible group of women again. That opened my eyes. It really, it's planted a seed. I want to move so that I can have a better stove to be able to bake better bread. Honestly, and it sounds ridiculous, but that's what you've started in me. You've created a monster. But today we are making something quite different. And Leanne, you're going to be put to work, girl.
I am. Jenny's got me like, locked down.
Ready to roll. But it is exciting when I'm throwing in words like rosemary and onion and bun. And when you see the finished product here, it is truly spectacular. So, Jen, take us through. Take us through the vibes, the process. Right. What are we doing here?
As we were saying, you can't make fabulous bread without gorgeous flour. Am I right, darling?
Absolutely not.
So what we're going to do, while I do the flour, the Sasco flour, of course, I want you to start throwing everything in sight except the eggs and except the water. Bang it into there, my darling, yes.
And you've gone for kind of quite robust chunks of rosemary there.
Yes.
Because you want to, do you dry it out? Do you put it in fresh?
No, fresh is fresh. Oh, yeah, no, fresh is excellent.
When it's at its most pungent.
And then some salt and some sugar. The salt to give flavour. It's lovely for texture. Yeah,
can I go live with this? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
And now you are creating a living thing.
It is a living thing. Yeast is a living thing, and it needs warmth, and it needs a little bit of food. And what is the food? It's the sugar. Okay, darling, stir.
Am I stirring, Jen?
Yes, you're going to stir.
The way you kept the eggs, I thought you were going to do some like scientific method of it. Basically, this is a plop and make recipe where you just plop and make.
Yes, it's science.
It is science.
Science. At the end of the day, I mean, if your yeast is not fresh, our bread is not going to happen, darling. Okay.
And I think this is where the true quality of the flour comes to play, where you can kind of play loose and fast during this part of the process, because you know the ingredients are quality and they're going to do the job.
I mean, it's like 4 cups.
It's 4 cups of flour. It goes a very long way, let me tell you. And I'm not going to put you through the paces because I've actually made you one.
Magic?
But the reason for the egg, Graham, just before you move swiftly forward, is it enriches the dough. It's just something different. So if you're going to be taking it home or taking it to work and making a salmi or anything like that, the egg is going to make it special.
It gives it a bit more oomph. I love that. And I think we focus so much on empowerment as a part of the Sasco brand ethos, and they've launched obviously their Top Bakers program last year, a celebration of top industry and I think just enthusiastic bakers, as well as the Sasco flour, which helps make their baking so exceptional. I was amazed at how many home bakers who have turned their baking talent into a career.
Actual businesses.
Yeah, supporting their families, which is amazing. So Jenny wowed everyone with her delicious Easter-themed recipes on the Sasco Top Bakers group. I think she won some major hearts converts through the process.
And we're a fan.
These kind of recipes, it's about having a wow factor with your bread. It's introducing elements to it that when you whip it out at a braai or a special occasion where the bread suddenly becomes the hero more than the fillet, which is difficult to say, but it will happen. And this recipe, I think, like the Sasco Top Bakers Group, encouraging baking enthusiasts to let your imagination run wild. What I love about what you guys are doing a dance.
And then turn it into a little ball.
Okay, please take us through that process again, because you did a little, you like sleight of hand magic.
Yes, so what we do, well, this is the Jenny way. You just stretch it.
The patented.
Give it a roll. Yes,
Roll
indeed.
it up.
And then just fold it over into a little ball. Do you want to feel that? It's not going to dirty you up. It feels delicious.
Oh, man.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's like a moulding process.
There we go. Now, put it down, my darling.
I've imparted our love.
Take your onion and you push it down hard.
See, this is where the Jennification starts to happen, where you start to do something really cheeky and cool.
Fine. No one can see it. Don't
That's rustic. It looks awesome.
In fact, you must hurt the dough because it's going to rise.
So it needs to get really...
Look at that.
Yes, your dough is pushing back, Leanne. Your dough
My
is
dough is like... And she's a powerful woman. Don't push back at Leanne because you're looking for trouble. Excuse the pun.
You've got nothing to prove, though. You've got nothing to prove.
I'm going to make this
Besides
one.
being delicious.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make 1 million of these. That's the main idea, is make as many as you possibly can. Then it's in the oven. And net summer. So the two main things here, obviously the onion and the rosemary, but you can partner with a whole lot of different things. You can have a little bit of fun. The onion also looks great in the way that it comes out at the end, and you can just a sprig in there.
That onion flavour goes right through that roll. It's delicious.
And I love it. There's nothing better than a smelling of a roasting onion. How long in the oven for our buns?
You know what? It depends. Every oven is different, but I would do these for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then it's always that pick it up and give it a little tap on its bottom.
Just a little, like in cricket when you say congratulations.
Boom, boom, yes.
So, of course, the keyword here is Sasco to 33728. You send us that. We will send you a link with all the recipe ingredients, the key factors
generous.
here. While you guys start dressing this up as a beautiful, beautiful, I'm going to pass you one of these that's already done. We are going to take a look at how you create these incredible rosemary and onion buns.
Yes, now look at this.
Sasco, baking together since 1930. This easy recipe is perfect for both beginners and seasoned bakers. So why not try these delicious Sasco onion and rosemary buns recipe, perfect for a family dinner or a lunch on the go. To get started, place 4 cups of Sasco cake wheat flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons sugar, and 10 grams of instant yeast into a bowl, and make a well in the center. Beat 2 eggs together and top up with lukewarm water to make up 400 mils. Then add 1 tablespoon oil and 3/4 of egg mixture and mix to form a soft dough. Then add 1 tablespoon of finely chopped fresh rosemary to the mixture. Knead the dough until it's smooth and elastic to the touch for about 15 minutes. Place the dough back into the bowl and oil the top. Cover with a clean cloth and place it in a warm place to rise to twice its size. Once the bread dough has proofed, punch it down and divide into 8 balls. Place the balls of dough into a lined baking tray. Next, push a thick onion ring onto the top of each dough ball so that the dough pops through the onion rings. Then lightly dust with Sasco cake wheat flour and let them rise to twice their size. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. Remove and cool on a wire rack. It's time to get creative with your fillings. Think sliced rare roast beef, rocket, mustard mayo, or roast chicken, mayo, pesto, rocket, and sun-dried tomatoes, to name a few. The options are endless.
Women look after each other. I absolutely love it.
There's a special place in hell for women who don't.
I'm loving you guys more and more. So I'm putting finishing touches. We forgot to put little sprigs of rosemary just because that looks amazing.
So pretty.
You've inspired me to be more creative. Wow. So you guys, within 10 seconds, have whipped up 2 of the most delicious buns. What's going on here? Jenny, first, what are you doing?
So what I'm doing is,
wow.
No, I'm
Don't
sorry.
hold back, girl.
No, you know what? Oops. That's okay, darling. I'll just lick it off.
Oh.
I'm going to steal a bit of your beef. May I?
Of course you may, Jen.
So
Sharing is caring.
Just a little bit.
Leaving nothing to chance, you have really just good. Okay, so we've got some beautiful fillet there, super rare rockets, and a bit of
Little bit of
your
beef.
favorite meaty spread or Marmite spread type vibe. And that's my vibe
Some
right there.
mustard. Beef.
We've actually made Nicole made a mayo mustard. Oh, that's
delicious.
Guys, that looks spectacular. It smells spectacular. It is spectacular. The key word again is Sasco. 233-728. Have you learned nothing, Leanne? Have you learned nothing?
All of it, Jen. Yes, it's a sandwich.
Nobody gets left behind. Hopefully this has inspired you to get back into the kitchen, bake a little bit, get experimental, create your very own beautiful combination, just like our rosemary and our onion buns. Oh, guys, spectacular.
Sasco, baking together since 1930.
Oh, well, you know what? When it comes to Thabiso, he's got 99 problems, but his hair ain't one. As you know, yesterday, Thabiso surprised the nation by showing us that he shaved all of his hair off. We were never ready. But you know what? I need a moment. So I want to remember what he looked like with hair as I try to get used to him without it. And here to help us do that is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 AR Doodle function, everybody!
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
And of course, Bradley Young, who's going to be joining us as well, product specialist with Samsung Electronics Africa. Bradley, so good to have you here.
Fantastic to be back. It's been a while.
It's so
Bradley,
good.
this is hopefully going to change my life and bring back the hair that Leanne so misses.
Yes. So quite simply, there you can see we've got a nice little bit of an afro on you. So I never knew you when you were haired.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to draw a nice little afro around your head over there.
Beautiful.
Big and bold.
Papa Penny.
And do a little bit of a head movement for me.
Move.
Yeah.
Like this.
Look up, down, left, right. There we go. So you can see that it's pretty much mapped to your face. Really going to add that fun element to all your selfies. You can add multiple people onto this. So if we had to all sit together, I could draw masks on each of us.
Wow.
And it's mapped to your face.
Yeah.
And it moves with my face. So if I move my face, then my hair's not sitting there, and then my face is gone.
I love how it moves.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I feel like he looks a little bit too much like Papa Penny right now. So I'm going to change this. Can I add a little bit of a beard? All right, there. The hair is there. This is so awesome. It goes wherever you go. All right, you need to stay still now.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a...
Nice, Miss.
I'm going to turn you into French. Into a French guy. You are now a painter from Italy. Bonjour, monsieur. Wonderful. Bit of a... how good does he look, ladies and gentlemen?
Can I look?
You can't
Can
look.
I turn and look?
You can't because it's going to disappear.
So let's,
do I look like maps? Do I look like maps at least?
No, you do
just
not.
hit record there at the bottom, and I can show him a little bit later.
All right, so Thabiso, how do you feel about your new look?
The beard will take a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, but you're loving the hair. You want it back, right?
Absolutely loving my hair.
Wonderful. Stop right there. Oh, and let's play it back for you so you can see what you look like.
Oh, hey. Wow. Do I make like pasta? Like, is that what I do? Am I? What?
Look at
An
you.
Italian chef, eh?
Italian chef,
Thank
indeed.
you so much.
This is incredible. I love this AR Doodle function. How do you stop having fun with this phone?
You never do. That's the thing.
The nice thing I'm guessing is that you can be so interactive with it. You can do so much more than hair. Because obviously some people like Leanne would probably want like a crown over a head or something
Absolutely.
like that. Could you do
Queen
that?
vibes, yeah, definitely.
Wow. I think your Instagram pages are about to go to a whole new level. It's about to get to a whole new level of creative. Wow, Bradley,
Endless
this is
fun.
incredible.
I love it. Well, this is the
Incredible.
next level superpower smartphone with a designed mobile experience that's like a computer on the go, a gaming console, a movie tech camera, and an intelligent pen, all in one device with smarter capabilities. And here it is. We're giving away this to one lucky viewer, and you have the chance to win a brand new Galaxy Note 10.
That's right. All you need to do is visit our Facebook page and comment on the competition post telling us what your favorite Samsung Galaxy Note 10 feature is and why. I think we've already found the one. And the competition closes at 8:30 o'clock, 8:30 a.m. That's today. And vast rates and T's and C's apply. They can be found on expressoshow.com to find them. So now, Can you save the image right after taking it off the doodle?
Yeah, so you're going to take a video limiting up to about a minute.
Yeah.
You can go and change. You choose what type of pen you want. Do you want a normal pen? Opacity? Do you want it to glow? Obviously, if I'm going to draw a crown on Queen Leanne over here, I'm definitely going to add a little bit of a glow.
Yes.
But yeah, you've got tons of options and a whole lot of fun, as we said.
I'm excited. I've got goosebumps right now. But also, Samsung recently launched their new Galaxy Note 10, and Top Billing's Harmony Katulandi was there to try the power phone. Like that's like a fully equipped film crew right there with you, all in one. So catch Samsung's new Galaxy Note 10 reveal on Top Billing this Saturday at 6, and of course that repeat midday Sunday on SABC3.
On that note, while you get Googling what those features are so that you can get entering, we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you after this.
Hey, Papa Penny, you look good.
Saturday at 1, presenter search on 3, the Expresso edition, heads up the East Coast to sunny Durban. Catch all the laughs and all the talent as KZN hopefuls show off what they've got. Who will impress judges Roger Good and Tando Tabete? It's your time to shine with presenter search on 3. Catch the repeat this Saturday at 1 on SABC3. The stage is yours. Own it. Saturday at 1, presenter search on 3, the Expresso edition, heads up the East Coast to sunny Durban. Catch all the laughs and all the talent as KZN hopefuls show off what they've got. Who will impress judges Roger Good and Tando Tabete? It's your time to shine with presenter search on 3. Catch the repeat this Saturday at 1 on SABC3. The stage is yours. Own it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back with your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Hi, Mom! I'm on the new Samsung 10. It's amazing. We're back with Samsung's CEO and President, Mr. Yoon, and product specialist, Bradley Young. Of course, we've also got Cambridge and Justin that's here as well. And we're going to be talking about and celebrating 10 years of Galaxy innovation. And of course, what better way is there to celebrate a decade of innovation than to introduce the new Galaxy Note 10 with a live demo right here in studio. I love live demos.
No, we absolutely love it.
They're terrifying. I know, but we love them because we get to see everything happen right here, right now.
Justin, I love you, guy, because every time I see you, I can see how emotionally invested all of you are in these moments, because it is such a build-up. This is part of a global initiative. It's not just here in South Africa, and we feel so privileged that you do drive this through our market because we do love the brand. I think that comes across loud and clear. But we have an opportunity to see things for the very first time. So before we do the live demo, can you explain explain the air action feature. What's going on?
Okay, so let's just set this up for a second here. What I'm holding in my hand is the S Pen that
The magical
comes from
S Pen,
our
Mr. Yun would say.
Note 10 Plus here. Now, this is what Galaxy Note users love. It's the must-have tool.
Yes.
So just to kind of set the scene here, I've got my phone over here. We have wirelessly streamed it to the TV behind there. So whatever's happening on the phone is happening on the TV. So now, in the past, when we spoke about the Note 9, I showed you an S Pen that had Bluetooth functionality, all right? And we've kind of taken that one step further. Into this tiny little device, we put a gyroscopic sensor into it there. Wow. So now it's about movement and the like. So let's set a scene. I'm coming here to share a presentation with you, or I'm in the boardroom with Sung here, and I've got my PowerPoint file or my pictures, whatever it might be, on my device. So forget your PC, right? Okay. Now, I want to go to the next slide. I want to go to the next image that we've got. So all I'm doing, and this is the magic moment. Look, nothing up my sleeves, kind of story. And I simply take the S Pen there and I swipe once and I swap the picture. I can go back.
Whoa.
I swap it the other way.
Oh.
So one, some.
Well, I wonder what your presentation is about. But Wildebeest, who in the tech world?
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
But now we take it a step further. So again, no hands, right? But we want to get a little bit of a selfie shot in here. Yes. So what I'm going to do is with the S Pen, I'm just flicking over into, I went up there by mistake, okay, and now I'm going to simply go into the camera mode. All right, so Brad, take the camera up for me if you don't mind. Let's set it up so we can see everybody here.
Jump it.
So I'm now in the rear camera. This is what it looks like to the viewers behind the scene. Okay. Now we are onto the front-facing camera.
Yeah, she's much better looking than me.
So
that's a good.
There you guys are. I'm not touching it there, and I'm going to change it through to.
Wow.
You guys look so good.
There's a looker.
Whoa, who's that guy?
I want in the shot.
Get in there, Justin.
So we can do that, and literally I can swipe backwards and forwards between the front camera, the back camera. I can change the mode to suddenly go into video.
What?
Dramatic live focus video
That
there.
is insane. Are you seeing this?
But now have a look here. As Bradley commented, is we're getting professional grade videography here. We've been able to blur the background and keep you guys in.
Insane in the membrane.
That video.
You're color blocking now today.
Definitely.
Guys, this is a massive.
This is incredible.
That's the S Pen.
This is massive.
And this is live, by the way. This is live, large, and in charge. Mr. Yun, how was Samsung able to get such smooth shots?
Yeah, that's a good question. Just 2 weeks ago today, right after the Galaxy Note 10 Unpack was the Women's Day.
Yes.
So you know how much I respect the women and how much I love the Africa.
Yeah.
So I took my wife to the Masai Mara.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, the most amazing experience with over 500,000 wildebeest migration. I literally saw over 500,000 the wildebeest migration.
Yeah.
So of course I took only my Galaxy Note 10 as my only camera.
Wow.
So first day when we had the tourists from worldwide, and they asked me, hey, Sung, this is Masai Mara.
Yeah.
How do you bring just a smartphone?
Yeah, man, where's the telephoto lens? Yeah.
But first day, when I took all the fast-moving lions movement, they missed when they tried to have 100 times the zoom. Right? When they try to, then it's gone. So, and you understand how bumpy and rough the Game Drive road are. So it was all the time the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 was very stable.
Yeah.
So I took very stable and videos and the photos versus they missed a very important point.
The pictures of trees and
so in fact, actually this week, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 was awarded the world's best camera phone.
Wow, yes.
Thank you.
Deserves that hand.
So with my Galaxy Note, I took very steady the motions of all the animals' movement from the air balloon or from, so you can see how smooth the Galaxy Note 10. It's really bumpy drive, and it's very it's very steady.
Wow, that is incredible. Look at that.
That's it. I mean, look at the
it is
depth
gorgeous.
It's crazy.
literally it's just 1 meter from me. All the wildebeest you can see over the mountains. All the wildebeest are moving.
Yeah.
So actually, with my Galaxy Note 10, I took all the photos. So after 3 days tour, a couple from the New York, I remember, and they had over 100 times the zoom camera, and they asked my son, "Can you share your video and photos?" Since I took all the movement.
Wow.
So that's the power over the next phone, Galaxy Note 10.
Power phone. Where it excites me, and if you put into context the amount of sports coverage that is now happening via smartphone devices, and I'm thinking about the Olympics, I'm thinking about Rugby World Cups.
Oh yes.
Video is one thing, sound is another thing. To be able to within a crowd environment, even at a festival, you want to be able to have the same kind of focus, if you will, with sound. Is that possible through this device, Cambridge?
Yeah, I mean, Graham, with the Note 10, we've taken a mobile phone audio and sound to a high level, to the next level. So what the audio zoom does is, if there are a lot of people in the room and I want to focus on that one person to have a very clear sound on what they're doing, I actually zoom into those people, and it will isolate and filter out all the noise around it.
How?
So if Justice is making noise in the boardroom, I can focus on Mr. Sang alone and all the other guys in there. And it's really amazing. Yeah.
Can we actually, I need to hear this. I normally say see it to believe it. I need to hear this to believe it. Can we play that little snippet? Oh, man.
That's amazing.
It truly is amazing. Guys, I've been lucky enough to walk the Galaxy Note journey with you guys.
Yeah.
You've had to face up to some major challenges. You've taken ownership of those. You've taken ownership of the relationship that you share with the customers being the most important part of this process. Out of all of the devices that we've been lucky enough to reveal and be a part of, to unbox on the show, this feels like you've answered more questions or requests on behalf of the customer than ever. But it's not just you saying, these are cool features, here, have them. It's about finding out exactly what I, as a content creator, will need out of it. The video capability, the fact that I can use the S Pen in that way and not just click record and not, it's amazing. I cannot wait to find wildebeest.
Exactly. Well, if this isn't a winner for smartphone of the year, power phone of the year, then I have no clue what else could possibly top a decade of innovation and a superpower phone. And you have the chance to win a brand new Samsung Galaxy
This
Note
is your phone,
10.
guys. This could be your phone.
Yes, this is your last chance to enter the competition. It closes at 8:30 a.m., so you need a hustle. And of course, don't waste any time. Just head over to the Facebook page. Tell us what your favorite feature of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus is and why. We've given you so many right now, and VAS rates and T's and C's do apply.
But you can get all of those features and all of the terms and conditions that apply on our website. The phone will be available from 9 o'clock this morning. Queues are already forming, like those wildebeest, around a lot of outlets. You want to get your hands on this phone soon, and it's going to take probably a lifetime to get through everything you can do with this power phone. It's almost redefining what a phone is again, guys, and you did it with the 9, and now you've done it again with the 10. Gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been a mind-blowing experience. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that is absolutely mind-blowing here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A decade of innovation, of improvement, of constant, just finding out what the customer is looking for and making that come to life in the most beautiful way. We love that. Thank you, Samsung. And now, speaking of things that have taken time to get to where they are, 40 years in the making, this next film, Apocalypse Now, 40 years ago, was done.
Yes. Because I've got so much to say about this, I'm just going to cut to the chase. And actually, because I'm really nervous to talk about this movie because I want to do it justice. So South Africa, we can all be so grateful that we have this rare opportunity to see the return of a masterpiece to the big screen. So obviously a lot of people, especially in the new generation, might not know what it's about, but I tell you what, you're going to immediately recognize the shots I'm about to show you. You're going to immediately recognize some of these lines and just the music and everything. Every element of this movie is going to tickle something inside you, even if you're 18.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
I'm going to stop talking. Just watch.
Let's take a look.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Okay, so this is totally, without a doubt, an immortal masterpiece, like what you've said.
Yeah.
JP, why have they come back with a final cut? Now, I'm just looking at that. You feel like you're hallucinating.
Yeah, the entire thing is meant to feel like a bad dream. Obviously, it's based on Michael Herr's Dispatches, which was him in the midst of the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to like run myself into circles and run into the jungle with the wrong storylines and everything. Yeah. Let me
So
keep my
what
thoughts straight.
happens here?
What is Apocalypse Now? You've heard of it, obviously.
I have heard of it. I've never seen it. I must be
That's fine.
honest.
I'm not about to shame you because this weekend you're going to see it, whether you like it or not.
You've got my attention.
So you've got Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
Good grief, we can be so thankful for. He plays a captain who has been sent upriver in Vietnam. This is in the darkest heart of the Vietnam War, 1969, whereby he's a top brass, 3-star general. He is missioned with killing Marlon Brando, exterminating with extreme prejudice is what they call it, very diplomatically. Marlon Brando is the special forces operative who was just in The Godfather, and by the same director, by the way, Francis Ford Coppola. What
Who
can I say?
directed The Godfather 1, 2,
and 3. And then after Godfather 1 was Apocalypse Now. So Marlon Brando returns and he just gives again an immortal performance as this person who has become to this top star brass in the United States Army, this actual threat, because he's almost a third force against whether it's the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese Army and the South Vietnamese and the United States Army, where he has his own way. He wants to do the war and he's become godlike. He's like the all-American hero as far as his CV. He's like Captain America. He's top brass. I keep saying that word, top brass, but he's highly decorated and clearly capable, but completely dangerous to the mission, which is whether it's to prolong the war, we don't know, whether it's to actually finish it. So there are also these large questions that the movie introduces about imperialism and the never-ending good war. But aside from all of that, just at the technical aspect, you can see for yourself, the visuals are entrancing. Like you said, a hallucination, and that's totally what it feels like. It's a fever dream.
You told me something very interesting about how they've put it all together and the amount of time it's taken them to get to where they are with it visually.
Yeah, don't even try and make me do the mathematics for this, but what they did with the original negatives, that's what people used to film on, it wasn't always power phones, they actually rescanned the negative film and then blew that up to 4K resolution. So it's primed, it's ready for the larger screens that we have in South Africa. And what they had to do then with each frame, a frame, by the way, when you're watching my face gab or anything like that, that's 25 frames per second. So every second you're seeing 25 photographs. And they went to each one of these for the original movie. 300,173, and retouched and corrected and color balanced everything and made it 4 times larger. 2,700 hours. I'm not going to do the maths on how many months it is, but that's back to back. That's not like...
40 years later, why have they come out with this?
Well, because it's a celebration, obviously, of this anniversary. And aside from just that, we had, obviously, in 2001, there was Redux, which was a 3 hours, 49 cut of that. And the director himself wasn't super, keen on that. He felt like he maybe got a bit too ambly, the way JP talks too much as well, and wanted to come more on the straight and narrow, getting down to the theme. So this is longer than the original cut of 1979, but shorter than Redux of 2001. And so not just are you getting like a repressing of the same thing, it is also enhanced. I must also tell you about the sound, because Walter Murch is one of the greatest sound designers we've ever had. He's won 2 Oscars, including for Apocalypse Now, and I think it was for Cold Mountain or The English Patient it was.
Yeah.
And so what's funny about these movies, these classic movies, is people are always like, oh no, but surely you just need the original. Surely you just need 2001 from 1969.
And that's it.
But these guys would be so grateful to use today's technology as well. Apocalypse Now, the first movie, used 5.1 surround sound for the first time. It was the first movie to do it. And this time around, they're using Dolby Atmos. So they recalibrated and re-engineered the sound to pinpoint, almost like GPS in the cinema, where they want you to hear that chopper and where this explosion goes off.
Like
so it rattles you to the core. You might even leave with PTSD.
I don't know if I should at this point ask you at all to rate this movie and give it any popcorns, because I feel like there aren't enough. It sounds like there aren't enough. How are you going to score it?
Give me a millifield. No, I'm not going to score this for you. No, there's no countable number in mathematics. It's an immortal piece of art.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want me in 2009 to tell you that, oh, well, Mona Lisa is like 2 flames out of 3? Or like they could have used more bricks on the pyramids. No. The thing is, it's set in stone. It doesn't need my help at all. Please go watch Apocalypse Now.
You really have drawn my attention, and you've made me want to go check it out. This sounds like a masterpiece, one that it doesn't matter if you saw the original or if you're going to be seeing this for the very first time. It'll draw you, and the story will really come to life in exactly the same way, if not better. It is Apocalypse Now, final cut, something to check out. When is it out?
It's out this Friday, and I'll tell you
Today.
what, I can't hand out free advertising, but I maximize my search options.
Well, that's out today. Go check it out. Thank you so much, JP Sebastian. Put it here.
All right, there you can see us. And you've got such a selfie angle. You've just nailed it. So, guys, we are giving one of these phones away, just one. We've already had an amazing amount of entrants come through. You have got just over half an hour to go onto our Facebook page. Look at the competition post. Let us know what your favorite feature of the mind-blowing Galaxy Note 10 is. And we might just be sending you this little guy. Could be yours.
Competition closes at 8:30. You guys better hustle. VAS rates and T's and C's do apply and can be found on expressoshow.com. We'll be right back after this.
We're using live focus right now. There you go.
My name is Nadia Jafta. I am a South African influencer / entertainer, and you probably best know me for my videos on YouTube and Instagram. To join me on the island, all you have to do is buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the bottle, take a video of yourself telling me why you would be my ideal partner, and upload it onto all social media platforms with the hashtag TIOT9. Join me in paradise and come find your smooth fame and fortune.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, okay. Well, guys, getting carried away there. Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, live right here at SABC3. It's just after 8 o'clock. Where has the show gone? We're having so much fun with the Galaxy Note 10. Absolutely fantastic stuff. By far, really, the sexiest phone I've had in my hand. It feels amazing. It looks amazing. Everything about it is just amazing. Otherworldly, I tell you. So much more feel-good coming your way. Ben Ungerman is in the building. He's going to be doing some stuff with potatoes. Right now, it's time for us to check out the news.
In the national news this morning, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, who chairs the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into state capture, says they will be approaching the High Court in due course to apply for an extension to the inquiry. President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday reiterated the need for universal health care for all South Africans. He said the NHI would offer South Africans the opportunity to fundamentally transform the healthcare system in the country. On the international front, giraffe conservation has taken a big step forward, with the world's tallest mammals receiving enhanced protection from unregulated trade. Giraffe numbers in Africa have fallen by 40% in the past 30 years in what is being called a silent extinction. The Amazon rainforest is burning at a frighteningly fast rate, with the Brazilian president saying that his government lacks the resources to fight the record number of blazes in the Amazon. So far this year, almost 73,000 fires have been detected by Brazil's Space Research Center. And finally, a picture of dogs watching a musical at the Stratford Festival in Ontario is winning hearts all over the world. It shows them sitting patiently, checking out a production of Billy Elliot the musical last week. It turns out that these adorable pooches are actually in training. The service dogs, ranging from poodles to golden retrievers, were in fact at the show to practice helping their owners move through a theatre. Owner and head trainer with K9 Country Inn Working Service Dogs, Laura McKenzie, says it's important to prepare the dogs for any activity the handler may wish to attend, and the theatre exposes the dogs to different stimuli such as lights, loud noises and movement of varying degrees. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Touching on some of those major headlines in football, SAFA acting CEO Russell Paul has now confirmed that Bafana will play an international friendly against Zambia at the Nkolomo Stadium in Lusaka. That, of course, on the 7th of September. Staying with our national football news, Banyana head coach Desiree Ellis has now named her squad of 20 players who will face Botswana in the second round of the Tokyo 2020 Olympic qualifiers. And in cricket, England's Jofra Archer, definitely the find of the season, took 6 wickets to help his team bowl out Australia for 179 on the first day of the third Ashes Test at Headingley. That's a wrap of your sports ahead of the weekend.
So Sbuda, all of this for $1 monthly fees.
Money.
Thank you very much, G-Man. Let's take that final look at your roads this morning. Out in Gauteng Jet Park, there has been an accident on the R21 southbound after Atlas Road. The left lane is blocked and causing heavy delays, so please be patient on the roads this morning. In KwaZulu-Natal, out in Durban on the M4 southbound, there has been a multi-vehicle accident before Clearwood. Heavy delays can be expected approaching the area, so please do make use of an alternative route this morning. And off to the train lines, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes. That's on the Cape Flats line. It's due to defective track circuits at Salt River, Ottery and Ndabeni. Speed restrictions and infrastructure problems due to vandalism at Salt River. That's where we leave it for now. And now we take a final look at your weather, but first we take a final look at your sunrise pictures. Thank you so much for responding and sending those through. Thank you, Louise G. Sherry, for your sunrise picture from Blue Hills out in Midrand. Pat Harris for your sunrise picture from Kleinbos, as well as Dale for your beautiful sunrise from Port Edward. And lastly, Samuel Jacobs for your amazing sunrise from Beaufort West in the Western Cape. Absolutely stunning pictures. We do it all over again on Monday. We wake up bright and early and send those through to our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. And now we take a look at those temperatures across the country. We start off in Polokwane with the lowest temperatures in the country today. Your low is 4, reaching a high of 25 degrees. If you're out in Mbombela, 9 is your minimum and your maximum 29 degrees. A nice and sunny day over there for you. Pretoria, 9, reaching a high of 27 with plenty of sunshine expected for Johannesburg. 8 is your low, reaching a high of 25 degrees. Mahikeng, 8 and 28. Klerksdorp, 5, your minimum and your peak at 26 degrees. With Kimberley 26, Yolo reaching a high of 27. Bloemfontein, brace yourselves, a cold start to the morning today for you. 3 is Yolo reaching a high of 25. Richards Bay, 12 and 29. If you're out in Pietermaritzburg, 12 is Yolo reaching a high of 30. Durban, South Africa's playground, 14, peaking at 24. Mthatha, 7, reaching a high of 28. And East London has a high humidity today, 13, reaching a high of 22 degrees. The highest temperatures in the country, that's Craddock, 8, your minimum, and your maximum is 32 degrees, with a couple of showers expected for Port Elizabeth, 12 and 21. George, high humidity over there for you once again, 11, reaching a high of 21, with a northwesterly wind of 18 kilometers per hour. That's for Sutherland. 7 is your low, reaching a high of 24. Cape Town, 10, your low, reaching a high of 22. Worcester coming through at 10, peaking at 28. If you're out in Springbok, you will start off at 13 and peak at 30 degrees today. And lastly, Uppington, 11 is your low, reaching a high of 29 degrees. Well, whatever the weather, in whichever part of the country you find yourself this morning, make it a feel-good Friday. We'll see you on Monday with these reports.
Let's make it even more Friday. Why don't you? You just dying.
It's all about winning smooth, fame, and fortune. I've always wanted to do that.
This has been a very self-indulgent show for you today, I feel. Being able to draw the beard on T's face, that was a big moment for you. But we want you to have your moment this year. Hashtag TIOT9. Now, of course, we'll see 6 celebrities and 6 of you, consumer contestants, compete for your share of a smooth fame and fortune.
That's right. They will be heading to a beautiful Dutch Caribbean island, which feels like a little piece of Europe.
Curaçao is mostly known for its glorious hidden beaches. We've seen beautiful pictures, breathtaking onshore snorkeling, and a wild, underdeveloped windward coast that looks amazing. I'm just picturing trail running would be amazing.
Oh, let me tell you, I can't think of anything smoother and more exciting than this. It really is an opportunity of a lifetime, and Sebastian Stewart is taking the chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it through to the island.
There's the video.
What's up, guys? My name is Sebastian Stewart, and I'm here today to claim my spot in the series Tropical Island of Treasure. Why? Well, I'm a fitness enthusiast. I train 5 times a week, twice a day. I'm competitive, determined, driven, and always up for challenges. So if you're going to place obstacles in front of me, I will assure you I'll show you every way of how to accomplish those obstacles. So if you're ready to see a whole new level of excitement in this series, I ask you to give me the chance to show you how me and my partner will claim that prize of 1 million rand. Thank you.
Thank you. I like the fact you said thank you. Sebastian, go and do it, man. Do it, man. High hopes for you. If you have what it takes and you want to win smooth fame and a massive fortune, record a similar video of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island.
That's right. Then load the video onto Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with the hashtag TIOT9 or visit tropica.co.za. Fill in the entry form and submit your video, and it could be you winning smooth fame and fortune in this season of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curaçao.
You can find all the terms and conditions, all the information on tropica.ca or .co.za. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for. Oh, so you're going to throw it at me.
This is Season 9 of Tropica Island of Treasure. Welcome to Curaçao in the Caribbean. Buy Tropica and come find your smooth fame and fortune. Audition online now to compete with your favorite celeb, and you could join us in paradise and stand a chance to win your share of a smooth 1 million rand. Grab a Tropica for details and see you in paradise.
The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win hundreds of thousands of prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Man, there's no doubt about it. I found my favorite feature on this phone. We're going to have so much fun with it. I think that Instagram pages are about to go to a whole new level. I'm actually giving you, Ben, like a connecting beard. Shame, because I can see you're struggling with that, ne?
Yeah, this is all I can grow, actually.
Oh, shame.
I'm a catfish.
I know, it's not easy. It's not easy. But we can sort you out, because look at that. We're even making it like nice and pink and interesting. Record that. Look here. Give me something nice. Give me a sexy pose. Come on, Ben Ungerman. Wow. There we go. That's how you do it. This is definitely going to be a hit on Instagram. I absolutely am loving this. Look at that.
What is going on?
You look pretty. But we're going to take a quick break. Still exploring the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. After the break, it's all about the food in the kitchen. We're making a nice potato salad. It's the culinary hotline, Blay. Sing, sing, sing.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Feel it in your bones. It is a Friday, and it's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding. A creamy potato salad is one of the easiest and most loved side dishes. It can be a main dish if you want when it comes to sunny skies and braai vleis. To give us a taste of the summer to come, we've got the incredible and much loved, gorgeous human being, Mama Miriam Tony, who will be sharing her favorite potato salad recipe. It's golden, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, we have one more surprise in store for you live in studio this morning. And I've been told to say this, the delicious Ben Ungerman. Ben, we love you, man. Oh, dude. We've obviously gotten to know each other a bit, and we really do love you. Miriam, welcome, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a lot of love, and we express our love through our food, yeah?
Yes.
So what did the one potato chip say to the other potato chip? Do you want to go for a dip? I don't write my own gags. Okay? I don't write my own gags. No, the humble potato guys. For me, this conjures it's about memories, and I know you know in Aussie land we love our braai, our barbecue. We love being outdoors. In South Africa, we relish the opportunity to be out there. For me, when I think potato salad, I think braai, I think barbecue. What is your kind of emotional connection to the humble potato salad?
It's actually exactly the same. So obviously in Australia we have barbecues. We don't call it braais. I don't think we do it on the level that you guys do.
Thanks for saying that, man. Thanks for saying it like that. That's cool.
But it's always accompanied by a potato salad, and that's probably the memory that sticks closest to me. Yeah.
So you've got your own potato salad recipe, which means it's got to be close to your heart.
Yes,
why is the potato salad so like a hero for you? What memories does it conjure?
You know, it reminds me of my mother when she taught me how to make a potato salad. And Clover and Prof. Elaine Flock, she used to tell me that. And what I like in this, when you do it, you must do it with love. You concentrate, you keep on smiling, and you're always thinking of, I'm going to feed someone. So I have to give that thing. You mean that thing?
That thing? You almost made me cry a little bit there. Do you know why I love it? Because I'm like picturing all the brides I've had in here. You're picturing your mom and these amazing people and the amazing things. So Ben, we're going to get a masterclass now in a potato salad. So Miriam, you're going to take us through your beautiful potato salad recipe. And if you guys have got comments, some inspirational pictures, maybe some tips at home, please let us know on our Facebook page. Inspire us, but take it away, Miriam. So what goes into this gorgeous creation?
People, I have my potatoes in front of me. I cut my potato salad, and then I've got my green pepper, my red pepper, and I also have my garlic, clover garlic, my curry, and my parsley.
Curry?
Yes, and I have the secret, my eggs. And then I want to tell you that what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix my red pepper and green pepper.
I love the fact you got the pop of color.
Yes, it's giving you that rainbow nation, you know. And then I'm going to put a little bit of my garlic.
And is that just raw? Just raw garlic? Hasn't been cooked off or anything?
Yeah, it's raw garlic. And I'm going to put a little bit of my curry. And remember, people, when you do this salad, you must always do it with love.
With love and a smile. I love the fact that you never stop smiling.
You see Mama Miriam smile most, you know, because I think of a person who's going to eat my salad.
So you're thinking of me right now. You're thinking of me because I'm going to eat the salad.
You, of
I'm going to be eating the salad. I think Ben and my face is about to start cramping. We've been smiling so much.
Now, I have to cut my eggs. When you cut your eggs, you need to concentrate, people.
Yeah.
Because we want to do something nice and lekker. And then you need to take it and put it like this. Put a little bit of your black pepper.
There is a lot of flavor going to it. I think very often like
nice.
a potato salad can be seen as kind of like a sounding board for other flavors.
And
but
a
this
pinch
is
of
steal the
salt. Of course, your mayonnaise.
I mean, we're going large and in charge with the cream mayonnaise. Yeah, we're not holding back.
Just look at this. When you stir your salad, this is what you have to do. Stir it with love. Think of a person who's going to eat your salad. your mom, your dad, your loved one.
Why did you suddenly start blushing there as soon as you said that?
So when you do it, just tell yourself, you are going to eat my food, you are going to taste it, that it's from mama. And it's all about mamas. Mamas, they always have that motherhood. When you feed your people, you need to make sure that you have that motherhood. And that thing that people have to feel warm. Feel warm and a little bit off
Feel the absolute love. So Miriam, while you put the finishing touches there, and I can feel the love radiating from the kitchen now. You've got me inspired to think about how we can kind of pimp our potato salad. Judah, how would you elevate a potato salad? How would you take it to a higher level?
For me, like, the potato is very, very humble. So, like, when you put in your mayonnaise, also hitting it with like a touch of lemon, maybe something like watercress for a bit of bitterness and freshness. Yeah, it just, for me, it takes it to that next level.
Just to elevate it. And I mean, I really am that guy who will eat the whole potato salad. So I have to, in my context of my own family, eat last.
Yeah.
Wait for everyone else to dish up, and then I will take the rest. And the keyword here is salad to 33728. If you'd like us to send you this ingredients list for a truly incredible, I'm going to call it the love salad. It's made with love.
Oh, please do that. And I believe you're going to eat my salad. This is Mama Miriam's salad, made with love. It's so nice and lekker. You need to eat it and make sure that this is from a motherhood.
Okay, now I want you to picture Ben and myself right now, because that's who's going to eat it. We're going to have a taste. I haven't had carbs in a while, okay? So I'm breaking this just because it looks so amazing. Mama, you are amazing. Go for it, dude. Go for it. I'm going to give you.
It's delicious.
Wow.
And the mayonnaise with the curry.
I was going to say, the curry takes it to a whole different place.
Yeah, well done.
Mama Miriam, you are gorgeous, you're amazing, and I think we've hit the nail on the head here. It's about cooking with love. If you love it, that love will be imparted into the food. We're going to continue to love our food. We're going Dutch after the break with Ben, which doesn't mean I'm going to pay for half, dude. I'm expecting you to arrange everything, okay? Beautiful, so I'm going to have some more.
Yeah, you can finish it up, guys. Finish it, eat it.
Well, that's the Carl Larry hotline bling. Sing.
Delicious.
What's deliciousness in there, hey? Yeah, must be nice.
Mama Miriam, Ben Ungerman. Huh?
Oh, gotta love it. But you know what else I love?
What
Is that Mac believes that every person has an inner light that is worth shining in the world.
Absolutely. Now, they've got a current series that we're running. They're shining a spotlight on the young talents already on their journey, one such as Buddy Sex, a story that can inspire others, especially those creatives who are looking to create and get their voices heard out there. Take a look at this.
Autism may often be seen in a negative light and may bring on certain challenges, but one kid is changing the narrative for aspiring performers who are also on the spectrum with autism. Mac shines a light on Buddy Sachs.
Hi, my name is Buddy Sachs. I'm 18 years old. I'm a musical theatre student and a passionate singer in South Africa and a talented performer. Being born with autism affects me in a good way. My passion for singing and performing started when I was 6. My father took me to the Lion King in Paris, and there was one time I got to sit in the orchestra and conduct with the conductor at the end of the performance.
Buddy's passion for singing, for me, we went to the botanical gardens at Rudaput and they had a colouring in competition, and all these kids went on stage with their pieces of paper and handed over to the judge. Buddy got onto stage, he was just 4 years old, and took the mic and sang the national anthem and said he didn't colour in because he can't colour in, and then I knew he was born to perform, made for the stage.
Buddy is an absolute inspiration at Stageworks. He really is. He comes into every single class he does with a positive attitude, gives everything a go. He sings, he dances, he acts, he's learning how to write songs. Buddy is a natural, confident guy. He comes in and he is just Buddy. But for everyone else around him, it helps them to understand how to communicate. He uplifts the whole environment there, and he pushes everyone else to be a better version of themselves.
So I can stand on mountains.
This kid is best on stage. Put him on stage, give him a microphone, and he's just supremely confident and he loves it. He just comes into his own.
he doesn't even need to pay his full attention to his music, but it's just, he's got it. It's like muscle memory. And I used to play the drums very badly, but I wrote my own piece and was practicing it one day, went into the kitchen to get orange juice and heard my piece being played. And I came out and he was playing my piece. And at that point I was just like, fair enough, you the musical one in the family, and I hung up my drumsticks after that.
Autism inhibits a person's ability to communicate and interact. Performance seems to be Buddy's way through it.
The arts are very important, especially for young adults that are on the spectrum. It gives them communication skills. It helps them understand emotion, which is really important. So through the use of understanding a song and breaking down that song, it helps them to understand how those lyrics connect with a certain emotion. And that's the thing about the arts, is it's a complete leveler. It doesn't matter where you're from, what background you're from, whether you have any disabilities or not. When you walk into that performing arts environment, everyone is there through passion. So it makes everyone feel like they have a place. And that's what the arts does.
My experience with Born to Perform was really great. When I performed, I knew I did something right.
This performing arts school has revealed another strength of Buddy's which no one can match.
So Buddy's musical knowledge is completely insane. When we first met Buddy, which was actually for an audition for Born to Perform, when he came into that environment, he started throwing dates at us, at musicals that he's seen, at the writers. He's so passionate about what he does, and the knowledge that he has, I wish could be passed on to some of my other students that have to know the theory behind musical theatre, because it's beautiful to see.
West Side Story was written by Leonard Bernstein in 1987. It's a modernized version of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Chicago was written in 1976. It was written by Bob Fosse. The Sound of Music was written in 1946 by Rodgers and Hammerstein. The Phantom of the Opera was written in 1976 by Angelo Weber and Gaston Leroux. It is the longest running West End musical.
I lived a life that's full. I've traveled each.
I always thought, what are people going to think of me because I'm autistic? And then Gemma made me overcome my fears of performing because I'm autistic.
That's amazing. I mean, seeing anyone that's passionate about what they do and just loves every second of it, especially since he's been at Stageworks, it brings a tear to my eye when I see him on Born to Perform. He's amazing.
You raise me up to...
No matter the challenges, a true passion will always shine. Buddy's proving that with his love and dedication to the arts, he too can rub shoulders with other professionals and hopefully open the door for other performers with autism.
Mac works really hard on tough stains, so you don't have to worry.
Oh, Steve, didn't you say love always leaves a mark?
But it does. And yet, let the real you shine through.
Look at that feel-good factor, peaking all the way at the top. The altitude, yes, we are rising. Oh, sorry, darling. Darling. We're going to take a quick break. Pendulum, they're in the house in the background. They're going to be performing for us. But also after the break, it's the culinary hotline bling. Ting. Catch you later.
Hi, my name is Simphiwe Ngema and I play Pindile Shezi on Isidingo. And you could be joining me on Tropica Island of Treasure. I'm so excited to be going to the island, and one thing that I'm looking forward to is just being in my bikini the whole day and just having fun and being part of the games and winning. I'm very competitive. To join me on the island, buy a Tropica and follow the instructions on the bottle. Take a video of yourself and tell us why you would be my ideal partner. Then upload it on all the social media platforms, your Twitter, your Instagram, and your Facebook using the hashtag TIOT9. So these are my tips for the audition video. You have to be yourself, have a great personality, and just stand out as a person so that I know that, okay, that's the one that I want to be with, and be fun. Come find your smooth fame and fortune on Tropica Island of Treasure Carousel.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Feel that beat, let it fill your body, let it fill your bones. It's time for the culinary hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing. We are now going to find out exactly how Mr. Ben Ungerman's favorite potato salad all comes together. And I'm looking at quite a scientific layout here. It's looking awesome. This is something that myself and Miriam certainly don't want to miss, but you guys at home, I think, want to take in a rare opportunity to see an incredible chef do some pretty cool things right now. You've got a kind of a hack vibe going here, but you seem like you're about to do a mad science experiment, which makes me even more excited. So Ben, thanks again for coming through, dude. Absolutely loving connecting with you on the show. What are you making, first of all? What's the broader potato salad vibe for you? Okay.
So I'm actually making my version of a Dutch potato salad. So in Holland it's called a huzarensalade. And basically what they do is they mash the potato. Ooh. And then they throw through like pickled vegetables like cucumbers and beetroot and things like that, and it brings like a real tartness to the dish. It's super delicious.
Yeah, that's like restaurant quality food in our kitchen, which we absolutely love, dude. It's sounding very, very, very excited. Miriam, are you keen? Are you ready?
Hey, I'm ready, and I want to taste this.
Okay, cool.
Can you say it again, the name?
Huzarensalade.
Huzarensalade. So it's sly. It's like a sly on Afrikaans, sly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the style of Afrikaans.
So now we're connecting. Okay, so
Miriam,
dude,
can I give you a job?
Yes, please do so.
So could you put some butter just in the pan for me? And we've just got some potatoes here that we've parboiled, and I just want you to caramelize each side if you can. And then Graham, you and I, we're going to make a instant mayonnaise.
Instantly?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's do it. Cool.
So the first thing you need to do is take a whole egg and just place it in the bottom of your canister. From there, we're going to take some mustard. Now the cool thing about this recipe is it's 100% natural, so a lot of those mayonnaises that you buy in the supermarkets, they're just full of preservatives and nasty things.
And it's also nice to be able to have the layers of the flavor profile coming from every element. Yeah. And you know exactly what's gone in, and you know exactly how it's going to work out.
True. So we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice as well, just for a bit of tartness. Now this is the part that's super important. You must add 330 mils of oil.
Okay, and he was being quite pedantic about this point. 330 mils.
If you use more or less, this will not work.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's not going to be instant, it's going to be instantly un-instant. Okay.
All right, so blender goes over the egg. That's really important.
Okay.
Do you want to place the oil in for me?
Okay. Now you've made me all nervous. Okay, and just all of it?
All of it.
Come on, oil.
So it's not like with a traditional mayonnaise where you would gradually add the oil. We're literally going to put it all in together.
Okay, so I know we're fighting. Yeah, I'm fighting for space, but I want to make sure that every one of those 330 mils gets in there. Ooh, Miriam, how's it going there? Okay, you're getting a nice brown.
So you can take them off the heat if you want. They look amazing.
I feel like there might be like 1 mil left in there.
Okay, well, you're forgiven. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to blend over the egg.
Oh, okay, so you already have created quite a cool little... Dun, 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 dun. And this, it is starting to look like a bit of a science experiment. It looks awesome.
And then from there, you'll see it's starting to emulsify down the bottom.
Yeah.
And then from here, you just slowly bring it up.
Dun, dun. It's instant and it's dramatic as well, which is pretty cool, eh? Oh my word! Wow! A mad scientist! You are a mad scientist! Buddy, this is awesome, man.
Wow. So Ben, can I use chicken eggs?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
I only know chicken eggs. That's what I know.
So there you have your... There you have...
You were nervous at all.
So you can store that in the fridge. You just need to make sure that when it's stored in the fridge, that cling film is literally in contact with the entire mayonnaise, and it will hold for about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna last 2 weeks, buddy.
Well, no. This is literally something that you guys should be doing at home. It's much better for you. It's not full of preservatives and things.
Yeah, man, that's delicious. So the key word here, as we progress, because we've still got a lot to get through,
There's a bit to do.
It's the key word to 33728, and we'll send you this incredibly inspired Ben's take on a Dutch potato salad. Awesome. Okay.
It's time to
rock
plate
up.
up.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So what we're going to do is just lubricate the dish with the mayonnaise.
Wow, Ben.
Hey.
It's amazing.
And then we'll just take some of these potatoes that Miriam has cooked.
Do you still take a moment, bro? Because I know, like, I kind of gush whenever I see you over the journey that you've been on, because it's just so amazing to me. When you start, even when you say things, now it's time to plate up, does that still like blow your mind that this is who you are, this is how far you've come?
Honestly, my life has completely changed since the show, so I'm very, very blessed to have been on a show like that, because to be in the chefing world, like, you're looking at 4 years. So mine was a little bit fast-tracked in terms of being on the show for around about a year, so yeah.
Yeah, but they pack a lot in.
They do, they do. It's very, it's quite a process. So what we've got here is some pickled cucumbers. Now what you do, if you cut them really paper thin, like so, you can literally just roll them up.
Wow.
Just into little cylinders.
Ben?
And it just looks a lot more attractive on a dish.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
can see now I'm working with a professional.
You know?
Wow. Wow.
So we've got some beetroots here that we've just cut into brunoise, seasoned with a little bit of olive oil, sugar and salt.
Brunoise being like tiny little cubes.
Tiny little cubes. It's just a fancy way of saying
tiny
little cubes.
That you say that's awesome sound a bit silly, because I need to dumb it down. But what I like about this is it's quite elevated, but it's also accessible. It's not like it's impossible to put together.
So there's a bit to do, but like literally these are all very much humble ingredients.
Yeah.
So another cool little trick is with your carrots, if you put like a little incision, like so.
Make it like a little Pac-Man.
You can literally wrap it up so it becomes like a little flower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shoo, Ben.
So.
You're shaking me now.
These are
shaking me.
There's food hacks all over the place at the moment. Okay.
Dude, this is awesome, bro. Yeah, I joke about things being Insta-worthy, but it's like, because you know, if you're a foodie these days, you've got to be taking a photo, a picture and putting it on the gram. Oh, and he's got the tweezers.
No, but honestly, like, I need to do this. I actually get the shakes when I work, so that's the reason why I need tweezers.
I can see us shaking.
Yeah.
He's feeling the love. He's feeling the love.
Because Mama is standing next to me.
All right. So what we've got here is some quail eggs. Now I've cooked these for about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
And what that'll do, and then I've shocked them in cold water straight afterwards. So what'll happen is the yolk will still be very runny on the inside, and that's, for me, the best way to have it.
Undoubtedly.
So we'll just make a quick incision.
And obviously, because the eggs retain a lot of heat, so you kind of shock them in that cold water to stop that process.
Exactly.
Cool. How beautiful are those little eggs, man?
Okay.
Even in their pre-batter phase, they look gorgeous. Eh?
So now we're just going to lubricate the dish with a little bit more mayonnaise. And Graham, there was some. Could you grab the microgreens for me?
I can, and look at our gorgeous little micro herb garden going on here. Oh, how have these grown? Hey, look at that. Beautiful, green, amazing.
And we'll just pick some of these. Now, one thing that I was always taught when I did staging around the world in restaurants is it's really important for a dish to look intricate to add height. So wherever you can, use things like your mayonnaise, mousses and stuff like that to actually prop ingredients.
It's like construction as much as
it really is.
Yeah,
It's like a process.
Sure.
So.
The planning that must have to go into these, that must be, is that?
There's a bit.
Is that the fun part? I mean, you clearly
really
have a natural gift, but you've got to differentiate yourself through these kind of nuances of how you put something together.
Yeah.
For such a big guy, that's pretty dainty, dude.
Yeah, well, this is why I need
pretty delicate, man.
And then just in true form with a potato salad, we're just going to add a little bit of the dill.
It looks good.
I feel like...
And
I
actually,
can't wait to taste it.
the mayonnaise that we made, we incorporated a little bit of dill in it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, just to reinforce that flavour.
Wow.
How important is it for you to have that? You've deconstructed something here, but there's still this kind of a natural flow and a continuity with the ingredients. How important is it for you to have that flow, the complement between flavors? Because there's a lot of gimmicks out there. There's a lot of guys trying to create something that looks good, but maybe doesn't pack the flavor. Is flavor king?
Flavour is always king. So I can tell you, like, when you look at something, you're going to eat with your eyes first, and you're going to make your mind up about the dish. But it's not until you take that first bite that it really encapsulates what the dish is all about.
No, I'm shaking because I don't want the thing to your construction.
Wow.
Buddy, that's gorgeous, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh, the key word here is dish. If you want to feel like a master in your kitchen and create Ben's retake on a beautiful Dutch potato salad, I've done it. I've knocked over one of your towers.
Graham's
your cucumber towers. Buddy, thank you. I feel like we're very privileged to have had a very quick masterclass. I love potato salad. You've given us something truly remarkable, Miriam. That is delicious. We will be going back for more. I can already feel the crew are like getting closer and closer. Ben, this has been quite a moment for me, dude. I think being able to see you cook firsthand has been really, really special for me, and I know a lot of viewers out there would have been feeling exactly the same thing. So please express yourself in your own kitchen. Try this at home. Do something magical. But most importantly, if you're going to be making your own mayonnaise at home, film the process on a time lapse or something and send it to us, and 330 mils of oil and no more and no less. Oh, guys, thank you so much. What an absolute privilege.
That's something for me.
Begging, whining, and jumping at the dinner table can quickly turn dinner time into a frustrating time. It's easy to really get frustrated and scold our dogs when this happens, but this is not the best way to solve an issue. Now, we chat to canine behaviorist Sabrina Talyard on how exactly is the best way to teach our dog table manners. Sabrina, it's so good to have you here, but we're just chatting now, and you were saying to me, you cannot train a dog unless you've trained its owner.
Definitely.
Fact.
Yes, it's not about what one person does with the dog, it's a family, you know, so everybody in the household needs to be running on the same principle, the same concept, and it needs to be consistent.
Yeah.
So you can't, one person lets their dog beg at the table, for instance, then the dog's going to continue begging at the table because it's getting reinforced. You know, it continues happening. If a varied rate of reinforcement is the highest rate of reinforcement, so which means if it occasionally gets reinforced, he's just going to carry on doing it.
Yeah, but you know, when dogs see food, they always come running, and everyone will tell you they've seen this happen many, many times. Why is it so important for us to teach our dogs table manners?
Well, firstly, it's embarrassing. You know, if you've got people coming over and guests and your dog is begging, you can't expect your dog not to beg when there's guests around, but he begs when there's nobody around. You know, he's going to do it. He doesn't know the difference. It's also important when it comes to obesity. You know, you don't want to overfeed your dog. You don't want to be feeding them the wrong stuff. You want to try and let them have a balanced diet. Another thing is table surfing. You know, that's where dogs will steal things off the table, and it's dangerous.
We've all had that happen to us at some point, where the dog just arrives and it just runs off, makes off with your drumstick.
And he will, you know, if he's getting food occasionally off the table, if he is allowed access to it, then he will definitely steal things off the table. And especially if you've just prepared a meal for guests, you know, oh man, it's the worst thing. you cannot have him steal your steak. It's no.
You have nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
But is this something that all dogs do, or is there a specific type of dog that's more prone to?
They will all do it. If they're getting reinforced, they will definitely beg at the table. They will steal your stuff.
Yeah, I've always found that even if they've had mealtime and they've had their own food, they still will persistently rock up and ask for your food. But why is this? Why do dogs do this
It's
to
a
us?
primary reinforcer at the end of the day. So food is something that dogs enjoy. You know, dogs enjoy digging, dogs enjoy running, they enjoy dog stuff, and food is just one of those things. It's even if they're full, they will eat everything. I've heard of dogs getting into the food. So, you know, the owners leave, they go somewhere, and then they accidentally leave the lid to the food open, and the dog gets access to that. and they find this dog like lying there just
full.
Yeah.
Rolling around.
Yep, can't move for like 2 days.
Nap
It's hectic.
time for a while. But Sabrina, you know, the difference between training your dog and training, let's say, your children around, you know, table manners, or training your spouse even, is that you can speak to your partner or your children and say, okay, we don't do this at the table. That's not how we do it.
We understand, yeah.
How do you train a dog around table manners?
It is, as I was saying, it's the reinforcement, you know. So dogs do something for a reason. If they're getting something out of it, they're going to continue doing it. So if we continue to reinforce them, they're going to continue to do it. So the first thing is, don't give them food off the table while you're eating. Don't even give them a little tidbit, because they're going to continue.
It's so difficult because they can be so cute, just like there at the corner.
That's the thing. They're adorable, and they look at you with these big eyes, and we fall for that.
Yeah, we do.
And it's a oxytocin in our brain, which is essentially a chemical and a hormone which makes us feel this way. You know? So it's not our fault that they look like that. It's not our fault we fall into it. But it's, oh man, it's
You want to just give them.
Yes, and they know what works, you know, so they do these things because it works. And
And when it comes to still making sure that you're not completely neglecting your dog, and you're still giving it the attention that it needs, so that it's not going a little bit wild. What do you need to do? What are some of your tips for that?
So we need to distract and redirect is the first thing. So give your dog something to do. You could give them toys. It's a good idea to rotate your toys as well. So you're not going to have all your toys out at once. Have a few toys out, and every couple of days put a different couple of toys out. What's especially nice especially with the Moltons range here, is you can put a specific toy away, you know, that your dog only gets during mealtime. So you're giving him something to do instead.
So you're rewarding them for good behavior in some way, right?
That's exactly it. And we need to reinforce the good behavior, give them something else to do instead. So it's like a kid that's drawing on the wall. It's not bad that you're drawing, it's just don't draw on the wall, draw on a piece of paper. And it's the same thing with the toys. So don't beg, play with the toys instead, you know, do something else.
And they've got a whole spread of really Maltons. I mean, these are really cute, and it's like you said, it's the distraction. It's not that they're hungry when they come and bug you by the table for table manners. It's sometimes that they need something else to be doing and something else to be focusing on. And this spread over here looks like it would keep your dog busy for a good amount of time.
Definitely, definitely.
Sabrina, man, we've taken some notes. Or if you're out there and your dog often comes whining and looking to grab some drumsticks.
Be strong.
Be strong, be strong, and know that there is help. There's a whole range of products that are designed specifically to make sure that you are not neglecting your dog. So hookworms, whipworms, tapeworms, as much as our cats and dogs may both be suffering with worms, if that was the case, that's why they're standing by your table. This doesn't necessarily mean that they should receive the same treatment. Remember, you can always consult your personal vet regarding treating your furry loved ones, but also you can consult and look to these products for that entertainment that they need. On that note, we're going to take a break. Something for me and Sabrina to chat about is exactly how to get into honing that training of our dogs. We'll see you in a bit.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary hotline bling. That can only mean one
Welcome
thing.
back. Thank you so much for tuning in for what has been a truly inspirational show on all fronts in the kitchen. Most notably, it's the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, 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 with an Australian twist. So good to have Ben in studio. We've learned a huge amount. We are tackling the humble potato, has been turned into a superstar today. So first of all, thank you so much for our little masterclass. Now we're going to set you the task of creating delicious spuds within like a minute and a half, because I'm already being too long-winded here. We're going to get from this to that.
All right.
So put it together, my man. Put it together.
So we've got some mash here with a little bit of butter, which will make it super creamy, really indulgent.
And I like the fact that what we've done, we've cooked our potatoes, but we've hollowed it out to create the mash. We've got our kind of the meat of the potato there.
Nothing's being wasted, which is also important.
Completely. You know, we love the fact that Clover obviously offers an opportunity to be educated in the strength of cheeses. I'm a big cheese fan, and you can get your cheese strengths right on each, whether you're going for something like a more mature, extra mature cheddar, or just a mild cheddar, or a Gouda, even more mild on that scale. So you're scooping.
So I'm
the
putting
mixture back in?
Yeah, the mash is going back in. Okay. So I think I'll make two. One for you, one for me.
Thank you. Don't worry, crew. Okay, yes, Liam, we'll make a few more in between. We will do it.
Perfect. And now we just got to add our toppings. So this is a duck bacon, I've been told.
Yeah, man, and we've got so many healthy, great variants there. I mean, if you even wanted to kind of go even quicker, you could just throw everything all together, smash it, dash it, throw the cheese, and...
So now top it with the beautiful cheese.
Oh, lovely.
We're just going to keep the protein really nice and soft to protect it from drying out. There we are.
And I like the fact that we've gone for two variations here. We've gone for our strong mature cheddar and a Gouda, so a strength 2 and a strength 4. Very cool. And we've got some onions that we can throw into the mixer as well. Then just pop them back into the oven, brown the potato skins, which are equally delicious. And you've got yourself a perfect accompaniment or the main star of any meal. Dude, I think we have achieved what we set out to do. In under 2 minutes, we have created beautiful, delicious, cheesy spuds. Pop these in the oven. Just watch them. Obviously, the potatoes have already been cooked. So just let it brown. Let's take you through a quick blow-by-blow of how we arrived at our cheesy spuds.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover. Dinner doesn't have to be complicated to be delicious. Give the humble potato a makeover with these devilishly delicious Clover cheesy baked spuds. Start by wrapping 4 large potatoes in foil. Then bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Halve the slightly cooled potatoes and scoop the potato out into a bowl, reserving the skins for later. Next, add a 1/4 cup of Clover butter and a 1/4 cup of Clover sour cream, and mash the potatoes until smooth. Add 6 rashers of crispy chicken bacon, chopped, a handful of freshly chopped chives, 2 thinly sliced spring onions, then season to taste. Before mixing to combine, spoon the creamy mashed potato back into the skins and top them with Clover mature cheddar cheese. Bake it around 200 degrees Celsius until the cheese has melted and skins are slightly crispy. Garnish with extra chopped chives and spring onion and serve. This is dinner done in a jiffy. Your evening meal couldn't be simpler or tastier. So why not get a little cheesy tonight?
Made with love by Clover.
I don't know if I could get any cheesier, to be honest, but I absolutely love our cheesy spuds. I love the fact that we've had an opportunity to do some cool things on the show, get a little bit of a mini masterclass. If you want to find out where you can get a full-length masterclass from this incredible human being, you can go onto Quicker, just do a search for Ben Ungerman. You'll get a list of amazing events where you can get a first-hand opportunity to learn from. Dude, a master in the making. Absolutely love it, man. This has been really cool. Thank you so much to everyone else who weighed in today online, and a very big thank you to Mama Miriam for bringing the love. I'm still feeding the love in our kitchen. Hopefully you are.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
the excitement. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 competition post flooded with comments from all of you telling us your favorite feature of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and why you like it. Now, if there's one thing that we're certain of, it's that you all love this new model in the Galaxy range. A winner has been selected.
Yes.
And we're about to announce who the winner is live right here and right now.
But
Drum
you know
roll.
what? Before we do that, we just have to say this is a huge moment.
Yeah.
We've got CEO and President of Samsung Electronics South Africa, Mr. Sung Yoon, in the house.
Yeah.
We've also got Mr. Cambridge Mokanyane, who is the Chief Marketing Officer, as well as Justin Hume, Director of Integrated Mobility. So this is a big moment.
It is a big
for
moment.
everybody. Are we ready?
We
are you
are
ready?
ready. We're ready.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
Ready. Ah. The drum roll's going on, eh?
And the winner is a big congratulations to Carmen van der Berg! Congratulations, Carmen van der Berg. You are our winner this morning. You'll be walking away with a brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 10 valued at, wait for it, 22,900 Rand.
Oh,
and this is what she says. She says, my favorite Samsung # Galaxy Note 10, powerful battery, large storage, love the camera to take nice, clear photos of my family, works like a laptop, live video phone is beautiful, love Samsung.
Wow.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is our winner for today. Wow. Amazing.
You actually promised before we got on here to announce the winner that you were going to do a dance to celebrate her win.
Oh, wow.
But I see this dance is not going to happen, Kenya. But today has been absolutely incredible. We can all say that without a doubt that this is an incredible smartphone. It is the coolest new kid on the tech block, and we can't wait to unveil more exciting features next week. It's going to be so, so exciting. Thank you so much for coming.
Congratulations to Carmen. Thank you, Samsung.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, live right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What a feel-good Friday it's been, and to seal it off on a positive feel-good note, we've got a fantastic Friday dance. They are called Pendulum. They're going to be traveling with us and taking us traveling in a dreamy world. Pendulum, take it away.